Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. What is up? How you doing? When my cellar flooded, at first it was a disaster, but then I found out the water was quite warm and nice, and hashtag new swimming pool. Oh no. There was a little update to the game, one of which gave us a new little chirper. Yeah, a birthday chirper. There we go. We'll turn on birthday chirper. Why not? It also added a new little park. I just don't know where. There it is. Chirper Balloon Tours. The starting point for residents and tourists to go on tours with the huge Chirper balloon. There's another balloon tour building somewhere. But, how much noise does this make? No noise pollution, no regular pollution, and just regular entertainment value. Where should we put this guy? It makes sense putting by a bunch of commercial, which we have a lot of commercial right here. Maybe we could just do it right here? What was I planning on putting there? Maybe I was just zoning and forgot to finish it. Oh, this is big. Ooh, this is a big boy. Anyways, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Guess we can just put it there in the middle of the city. Why not? Oh, okay, yes, that is big. That is a very, very large chirper. Oh, it provides entertainment, so that area should be quite entertained now, because they already had a lot of parks and everything. Oh yeah, we were building the trade school, I guess. It's been a while since we've played with this save, so bear with me as I remember what in the world we were doing. Which it looks like we're really close to upgrading. We just need to get some more students in. Yeah, okay, well, I can do that. Let's go ahead and slow time back down. That way this academic year does not get away from us. So we can expand out this way more. Looks like I was planning on expanding this way, but this is closer to the school, so that makes a bit more sense. Since we're also so close to upgrading, I'm pretty sure Victoria Square should have, yeah, the University City theme. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here and I want to look at noise, and it's fine. Just to get us a few extra students in here, I'm going to zone in. You're watching tonight, Cities Skylines. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put some there, even though it's weird. There. That'll get us some extra housing. We'll go through and redo this whole university area once we get the final building unlocked. And we'll change a lot of things, but for now, that will work. So what are we doing? We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then collector. 2, 4, 5, 6, and then a collector. Yep. So that's what we're doing. How far is that? 660. Should have known that. So we'll put that in, and then we'll come out 600. Let's do. Slope too steep. What? Oh. Oh. Okay, let's pay attention to our topography here. This may not be the best place to expand. This would be a good place for National Park. It's right here. It's up around. Actually, over here would be better. Yeah, that is quite the slope, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. We can come over here and do this instead then. Why is that only 900? Guess that's just what we were doing. Okay, whatever. So we'll go here, build this in, and we'll just kind of try to carefully work our way around this big, giant hill here. Go all the way to here. Put that there, bring that up. There. Oh, that made a bridge. I don't want a bridge there. No, I do not. All made a bridge. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So there we go. Let's go there. Then there. And then can I go across? Yeah, okay. I would like to... Now it's at negative meters, and I don't want it doing that either. I want it cutting down. What are you doing, Jimmy Game? There we go. Hello, I want that. Thank you. That's a 0.
I'd gladly watch a minute of that. Every time.
Wow, why is that so far down? Oh, that was a YouTube subscriber, that's why. Well, thank you, YouTube subscriber EX Production. Oh, that reminds me, we've got over here, because my alerts for Twitch, there we go, are now working. They weren't a second ago, so I wasn't logged in, but now they are. And then there to there, and then that should be better. Yeah, we've got a bit of an incline here. I'm okay with that. There was supposed to be... Back here, I want to read that. Thanks to the building regulations, I'm not losing my view. There's supposed to be like birthday-related tweets as well. I haven't seen one yet. Whatever. Trade school still needs more people. How much longer do we have? We got about half a year. Back into this view, please. Whoops, it's going to kick me right out as soon as I do that. And that. Is it... Why is it so dark? Oh, I know why it's so dark. I haven't done that! Hooray! Now I can see. See clearly now. The lights are on. Pretty sure that's how that song goes. I know I just keep going back in and out of the same damn tool. That's because I keep forgetting to turn topography, the train heights view on. Thank you for making that really simple, Cities Skylines, and I was trying to complicate it. So we've got a little city park over here. So let's bring a road in using our freeform tool here and kind of bring it back a bit away from the coast, but then back around so that we've got a couple different things that we can do with the coastline here. So this turn is going to be tricky, so let's go from this side. Let's go straight along like... That's fine. And then just try to find a nice little way around here. That works, and then if we use the curved road tool, we should be able to get a lovely curve. Yes. A lovely curve. We are going to need to think about bridges across as well. We may do those just where the collectors are. That's going to be kind of hard to judge exactly. Because right now, can't get over there. Oh, that's a huge, huge difference in heights, too. Ooh. We may not be able to have one to that side. Yeah, bridges across are going to be a bit of a challenge. Because we've got a lot of different train heights here. We'll have to figure that out. But for now, let's see here. Let's bring this on down. I think I'd like to turn... let's leave this on. See if we can't respect the topography while also doing something with the roads. So if I go like through here and then down to about here, that should work. And then kind of come around. I just can't see the water's edge as clearly in this view is the only problem. Where's my line? There's my line. What's that look like? It's really steep right here, but I wanted it to go up the hill, so mission accomplished. I'm almost thinking that we could use this for a little neighborhood and just kind of flatten off the top here. And that gets us away from our grid for a little while. Just ever so briefly. Because we've got roughly this same terrain height that kind of runs all the way around here, and then we could just go up right there and then back down there. It's not an altogether bad idea. Let's see here. If we're right about here, that follows roughly a train line. And then if I just go straight a little bit and then turn, hopefully this won't be too steep. Let's see. And that's fine. I mean, it's steep, but it's going up a hill, so you know, I'm gonna do something. This is where we could have a bridge, but I wish there were water coming out of that. That would look really cool. But right now we can't quite reach there. So instead, what we may do is just bring this on down. So let's see, that is at that train line. So we could use this road to be what gets us back down to that same level. Just have this loop around like so. And then kind of just follow this roughly back here. I think this will work, and then I should be able to get a nice corner in here that will also stick to that line. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just smooth this out a little bit. It's a bit steep right here. Oh, that's a lot steep right there. So let's fix that. Actually, what if I made it all this height down here? I was kind of going for a terraced look, though. Let's not do that. Let's do this and go into our slope mode. Go from there to about there. Yeah, see, that's a really steep grade. So if I do that, that changes that whole thing into like a 6%. And it's still really steep, but it's not as bad. So then I just want to come in with actual train tools. Go in and level the train. We're going to bring this up a little bit. And we're going to do kind of a two terrace area back here. One that kind of is along this road. So this is a bit of our hill, but it's alright. And we'll fix this then, and then the second bit will be along the back side of this. Like so. And again, it doesn't line up perfectly because of the sloping of the road. This is all stuff we can deal with. We can fix that. Let's bring this in about here. Actually, let's keep it here. Give ourselves some room to work up here. Let's get rid of this hill a little bit more. Right there, we're starting to go back down, so let's bring that over. There. Kind of like that, and then I just want to come in and kind of smooth it all off. Does that have that sitting in between a ridge? A little bit, but adds some interest. And then we want the soften terrain tool And we just kind of want to feather out the difference between these two areas. And over here as well. Just a little bit. Nothing too extreme. This I want to be a nice rolling hill. There we go. Let's do that a little bit too. And this should give me some space that we can kind of work with, I do believe. I could even get some roads to kind of come through here at an angle. And then we'll have to figure out eventually how to get this back down. So we want more connectivity than just from way over here. So what if we come back into here, do this, get rid of that, bring this back up, and just kind of figure out where we would like to have some roads connect. We've got this going at this angle, so we can always just bring this one down like that. That's kind of ugly. What if that? What's that look like? A little steep at the very end, but again, we can deal with that. We can adjust for very steep at the end. Just by sloping that, and then we can smooth that area off. And then maybe one more connection right here. Going up that way. In fact, let's try a little something. I'm not the best with this brush. About that size. So you go to the height that you want, which I want this to kind of come up and then in. I want it to go left and then right. So you go to the height you're aiming for, which is about there, and then you start down here. And you just give it a few passes, and eventually it will create that slope for you. Maybe I need to go a little bit bigger on my brush size and maybe do that so it's nice and a hard edge. Maybe that'll help. Let's go back up and get that again. And not really wanting to cooperate, is it? This bit down here is just being very stubborn. Doesn't want to slope. If I start from the top, it doesn't work. You gotta start from the bottom. Reset that. There we go. Just not cooperating with me. This bit up top's fine. Like, where I want it to connect is doing great, but down here, not so much. I want to turn off everything except angle. Bring that out about to there-ish. And then I want to turn my road guidelines on. Find a decent road guideline. There we go. Get that as close to 90 degrees as possible. It went snap to the wrong one. Like, as I... Oh, it's -2 meters again. Let's fix that. Let's bring this up to 0. Right to about... Come on. There we go. And then from here up. I'll snap to that one. Turn road guidelines off, or it's going to keep doing that. It's going to keep doing it anyway. That's pretty close to a 90. Is that just too tragically steep? Steep, but it's not impossibly steep. So I can deal with it. And then up here in this area, I just want to kind of follow my edge again here. Nope. Why did I lose that? There we go. Just want to follow this right about up there and then down. That'll give me a slope, and then we'll tee off right here. Bring that in and bring that right to there. So that'll give me a little area that I can zone on that level. Gonna lose a lot here, but there's a big hill there as well. And I don't know that I want to have buildings splitting between these two hills, but let me see what I can do to get a road through here. Why is this starting at -2 meters every time? If we just go right like that. Nah, not quite what I want. Give me that back. Now we're at -3. What's happening? Let's go here for this one. It was 65 yesterday, and today it's 21 and 6 inches up, right? Yeah, that's kind of the way our week went, man. What's going on, Zach? And just make a connection there. I don't want these to be through roads, like, so if I cut this, hopefully they won't use this. It's just as a cut through. And that should give me some terrain that we can work. You are a big, big balloon. That should give me some terrain that we can work with. We are still shy by 32 students. Oof. Big oof. So let's real quick see if we can't find ourselves some more, create ourselves some more college students. Looks like we were starting to get into high density back here, though. Yeah, I kind of would like to continue that as high density. My bad, go away. And then put that in, and we do have some office demand, so a row of offices, and then we will do all of this as residential, and all of that as residential. We may taper back off to low density up there. So let's see, Victoria. My microphone is way out of the way. Sorry about that. I know that was probably not the most pleasant sound. Policy, city planning, high-rise ban. Yes. And policy, city planning, high-rise ban. Yes. So we need a high-rise ban back here as well. So let's make a district before we get too ahead of ourselves. The reason that district doesn't continue to there? Did you cut your hair? It's longer than normal? Oh, dude, yeah, I'm looking pretty shaggy myself, dude. I need a haircut. I'd almost bring this collector up here and just have it terminate on that hill, but I don't think I'm gonna. Instead, we are going to make a new district. Right along here. And I want to get this done sooner rather than later. Otherwise, we will lose our ability to throw in. We won't lose it, but if we throw in a high-rise ban after the fact, it'll have to tear down everything that was built. In fact, we might lose some as it is. That'll force them to remove everything. I'm going to go ahead and extend this district to the corner. I do want a high-rise ban here on the corner. There we go. And also, why don't we just go ahead and bring this collector on right to here. Doesn't want to make a 90 for me. Let's turn on everything. It really doesn't want to make a 90 for me, does it? Let's freeform it in then, maybe? That's about 90 degrees right there, yeah? Yeah, it's close enough. So then, back into our district. Just bring Old Victoria West a little farther along right here. That road and around the corner, and then go back here and grab this new district. It's all gonna be one. Yeah, see what I was saying about buildings disappearing? Those were all high rises that just disappeared kind of down there in the bottom right, and they had to go away because there's a high rise ban in that area now because we expanded the district that includes the high rise ban. They don't have any water. Yeah, that's what happens when you build a new neighborhood and don't lay water pipes underneath. Don't complain about not having water. And can you blame them? Like, hey dude, you let us build a house here. Why didn't you include some water? And to that I'd say, sir, why'd you build a house here without checking to see if there was water there first? I mean, who is really to blame here? There we go. Dean Square. Themes. No. Policies. Yes. High-rise ban. Hopefully it doesn't get rid of too much. And we'll get them some utilities so they'll quit their whining. Let's turn this back on. Follow this road across. Go to here. Connect that. And we'll turn that off. We're going to follow our roads up and then loop around here. Keeping the water pipes under the roads where they belong. Yes, yes. You can't be a fan of City Planner Plays and then not adhere to placing water pipes where they belong. He indoctrinates. He gets his ideas into your head. He is right though. Everywhere I've ever lived, and I've played this way for a long time with water pipes under the roads. Everywhere I've ever lived, the water pipes are under the roads because that is where they belong. You know, you don't just randomly put water pipes. You know, you wouldn't want water pipes running, say, here, because then you're digging up people's backyards and having to get into all kinds of costs for the city if they have to dig up pipes. Now they've got to pay all these citizens to destroy their backyards, possibly, you know, dig under their buildings and have to shore up their buildings while you're digging under them and risk damage and all that stuff. You know, you just don't want that liability. So instead, you put them under the street, which you own, and you either close the street or close part of the street if you need to work on the pipes. The city has right-of-way on those streets, unless it's a private drive, and then that's a whole other ball of yarn, etc., etc. I'm just going to smooth all this out. Let's go a little larger. So we kept the spirit of the hill that was here, if not the actual hill. You've definitely kept the idea that there is something here. Smooth that. Ever so. There we go. I'll have a bit of a cliff there. And then I'm going to just smooth out this little hillside. And then this is just going to have to be like this. And I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot that we can do about it, to be honest. What I can do, though, is come in here and level off. Like, we know that most of this is at this height. So we can come in here and level off several building pads along this road here until it starts going up, which we know it starts going up right there. We can see that terrain line. I don't know why it's doing that weird bubble right there at the end. It's kind of strange. Oh, come on. Get rid of it. You know, it wants to start going away, but then it comes back. Yeah, Zach, I'm right there with you, my dude. I need a haircut really bad. I've needed one for a couple weeks now. I just haven't bothered to do it. So we'll just have a cliff there. We'll just put a fence along it behind people's houses. Just say, hey, please don't fall off to your death. In fact, we could probably bring that out a little bit more. Bring it right up to the road there, and we just won't be able to build on this section down here. It's not getting this. Maybe if I go through and upgrade and then downgrade the roads, maybe that. There we go. That got us bigger lots. Okay, so that does not need to be as extreme as I did it. That's what I was trying to get, was a bit of a larger lot. So let's soften that back down a little bit. And then see what type of lot sizes we have. Yeah, that works. That should be fine. So we're just gonna put a fence in. We're gonna put a fence. Fences tool. I think I'd just like a nice nature reserve looking fence. They're kind of a nice wooden fence. And I want to come in here. I want to be able to see my terrain line here to know where I want this to go. We are gonna now, these lots that we just made a little bigger, turn around and make them a little smaller. But again, I want a fence to kind of keep people in. I'm just going to kind of curve around up here, just following this line around to keep people from plunging down the hill. And it'll just kind of terminate there. There'll be a house there. And that'll be nice. I think it'll be nice anyways. And then we want to bring it on around the corner here. We can kind of see this one, but I think I need to turn this back on anyway. Goes right about there. There. It's actually a little tougher to see than I thought. That comes down and like that. All is a little bit weird, but it's there and it helps. School. Where's my... There we go. We're way under now. What happened? How did we get so far under? That's annoying. That's very annoying. We'll do some offices. We'll throw in some offices here. Let's get rid of that weird little building right there. Do some offices like that just to guard against the noise. And then I think I'd like residential right over here by the water. There we go. Not going to go there just yet. And then I'm almost thinking that up here, do we want this to be high rises or not? Also, yeah, once again, I have not been paying attention, and we wound up with high rises where we don't want high rises. So let's just extend Victoria East out. I mean, this is a big old district. And we are going to lose some buildings. In fact, I could probably combine these two, Dean Square and Victoria West. This is Victoria Square, and that's named after the park. Then we had Victoria West. Oh, let's speed up time. Let's get some progress going. Because we need to get this school finished so we can move on to other areas of the town. Kind of surprised by how well this weird intersection is holding up to the traffic. I half expected it to just not work. But it's doing really well. I see some changes we could do to it, though. What type of road is this? This is a highway. Ooh, I don't know that I have highways that do what I want it to do, though. I want a 3-in-1 highway, or a 3-in-2 highway. So 3 going one way, 2 coming back the other way. And I don't think such a creature exists. I know I have this that's a 1-in-2, but that's not what I want. 9 months is a long time between haircuts. I've gone that long between haircuts before. So maybe we'll just leave that. Because what I was thinking is that we could like add a dedicated turning lane here and have 2 lanes still going straight. And then the same thing down here, 2 lanes still going straight. I don't have the right roadway type to do that. I hear lots of upgrading taking place. I haven't been keeping my eye on Chirper to see if there's been any birthday-related tweets or not. Oh, okay. It's great that big stores and malls. As that closed, I saw it's great, and I guess I saw the B from big and the alls from malls. And like, it's great that balls. I'm like, wait, what? What? A new type of deodorant has been invented. It does exactly the same thing as the old ones. Hey, Silver BD, what's going on? Ron, I play with mods. I play with a lot of mods. I don't really ever play vanilla City Skylines. I may do a vanilla City Skylines playthrough eventually, but not anytime soon. Do we have mass transit through here? We do. Got mass transit through there. We got mass transit there. We've got it here. We don't have it going over here yet. Maybe this does need to be its own district. Victoria East should end here. We've got a lot of people complaining of not enough workers, but that should resolve itself, excuse me, as these buildings upgrade, as these houses upgrade to level 3. What's our school coverage look like? It's pretty abysmal back here and over here. So let's get some schools going. Let's use, I like the looks of these other schools. They're kind of neat. I have anarchy on? No, it just fits there. There you go. That'll get us some coverage down to that side. And then we'll do the same thing back here. We will get rid of some of these people that are complaining about not enough workers. There we go. And then we will throw in some playgrounds, because you gotta have a playground next to the school. I mean, I'm not a monster. Not usually, anyway. And then high school coverage is slim. And again, it's the same areas. And I hate to have 2 high schools, but we kind of need it. So we're going to throw in 1 here. God, that takes up that whole block. Oof. I was hoping to come through and then put in basketball and tennis, but I'm not be able to. So we'll do across the street just a tennis court, which helps because they had no entertainment, I guess, over here. And then over here we could use a high school as well. Just uses so much space. And then we'll do, oh, basketball fits there nicely. Okay. Then we'll do a tennis court right there. No, right there. No, right there. Yes. So that means I should have been able to fit one in behind this high school. Where'd it go? Where's it? It's right there. Yeah, there should be a space of 4 there too. I guess I messed up my grid somehow. Oh well. The city is growing slowly but surely, but we're not getting. We were up to 1,780 students. Now we're down to 623. Which means a lot of people graduated, and we didn't get high enough in our numbers before they graduated. Big sad. Let's put our trees back in. There we go. And then I want to figure out how I want to zone this. I don't want zoning everywhere. I also need to do something more here, like another street through here. But I should probably figure out where I want this to go first. Like, where is the grid going to continue and where is it going to stop? I think we could get away with going here with the grid. And we've got a collector that wants to come out there. Yeah, I think we're good bringing the grid the rest of the way through. I think it'll be fine. And there. There. And here, I do want this to connect. I guess we won't have a connection there. Well, we can have a little stub. It'll be fine. And then this can just kind of curve and go over to the edge. We'll go right to about there and then get our curved road tool and just kind of... Ooh, it doesn't want to do anything nice, though. Fine. Let's go there, I guess. Sure, why not? And then here we will try to get this to connect up nicely. So that's about as good as I'm going to get. Hello! Our park leveled up. That's nice. Not exactly what we were looking for right now, but I'll take something leveling up over nothing leveling up. There, and then this is going to be kind of a janky connection because of the hill, I think. Look, come on. I mean, just angle. Those are my two choices, neither of which are good, but I like that one better than the other one. So that is that super steep? Oh, it's not too bad. That's not too terribly bad. I can live with that. Then we will come back over here. Why is this back at 0 again? Road guidelines. Like that. And then we will connect this up to there and this up to right there. And that should be enough connectivity through there. So then I can bring this in like here. And then bring it down and then up like that to cut through. Give us a little bit of zoning. Maybe not on this side, but definitely on that side and on this side. And that should work out okay. In fact, I'm going to use something I don't use very often, if I can find it. Where's the... Yep. Don't want zoning... See, I want it on this side of the road, but not that side of the road. So the way I can make that happen is to come back in with my fences then. And just kind of turn off everything but angle again. Just kind of follow this road along. Like this. And then you're like, well, that didn't give you bigger zones back here, Brandon. Ah, but watch. If we go in and upgrade, just change it right back, we have bigger lots. Works nicely. And then you also have a lovely little fence to your neighborhood. So I don't know that I'd call that lovely. It looks like it's been... Somebody's dropped a lot of yellow paint on it, but whatever. We're not going to get picky. As I look at it, I just don't like how wobbly this one is. I'm going to redo this one. I mean, we did it with the terrain tool, is how we built it earlier, but I think I'd rather have it just follow the ridge and be done with it. So let's just kind of come in here, come across. Whoa! Accidentally go off the screen. I didn't click anything in OBS today. Nope. I have a bad habit of doing that. And then across here, there, around back here, and kind of straight there, but then make that connection. There we go. And we're obviously not going to build anything back here. That would just be death. Oh, we'll just have to remember not to build anything there. And then right like that down to there. And there, that fence looks better now. Instead of going all wonky like it was. We're starting to see some demand pop back up, which is good. Let's go through here and get our water pipes in. Ding. Should cover this area just fine. Yep. Cool. So I'm going to pause the game for a moment because, one, we have sewage problems apparently. Yeah, we do. And two, I want to change out, or change to a new district for over here. But I want to make sure there's a high-rise ban on it still. So if I pause to do this, it'll be alright, because they won't start upgrading to bigger houses or bigger buildings. Because they can't, because they're paused. They're in a suspended state of animation. I don't know when we're going to take the high-rise ban off, like what part of the town. We'll figure that out eventually. Now we're just going to follow that around. There we go. And that is now Autumn Park. Autumn Park, you have a high-rise ban. And that works. And then, so that way our districts to each side are roughly the same. This one's a little smaller, and I am going to just leave this. Except for that being called square, we're going to call it hills. Being hills, because there are hills here. And they are alive with the sound of City Skylines. You thought I was going to say the sound of music. Alright, so where can we get some more poop water going here? Poop water processing. We have this one that we're using. We're just going to have to, sadly, get rid of some of these industrial buildings. Hate to see it. But we need more sewage. So connect straight across, connect straight across. Why did that not intersect? That should not let me do that, or have done that. Those water pipes. Whoops. I don't have energy on, do I? No. I should have seen it. Yeah, it should be stopping me there. That time it did. I don't know why it didn't a second ago. That was weird. There, that should take care of our sewage need. We've got good water coverage. We've got good electrical coverage. Garbage processing's getting a bit on the rough side. I hate to keep adding all of these noxious uses out here because we are soon going to relocate all of our industrial and waste processing to another area. But for now, there we go. We'll just take a little bit more of that industrial. How are we doing on like imports and stuff like that? We are importing a ton of agricultural goods. It's weird. Exporting a lot of regular goods. Total imports though is only 243, and total exports is 1100. So that's a nice balance to have. Do we have post offices in this town? We do. We do. So let's check our city services coverage out this direction, starting with healthcare, and it's solid until you get up here. Eventually there'll be a connection down to here, and I think that will take care of it for that little bit, so I'm not going to worry about that. Our nearest childcare center is way over there, and it only covers to there, so we could think about maybe adding another one or two back this way. Cover a big portion of this. Probably the same news for our elder care. Yeah, about the same situation. So we'll do an elder care there. And then we'll look at our death care, which is pretty bad. So we'll throw in a crematorium there. And that should suffice. So fire coverage back here, again, same story. It kind of loses it here in the corner. But eventually we are going to have a road that connects down to here somewhere, and that should help out. This section, though, could probably use its own little fire department. We don't need a big one, I don't think. But we could use something. So what is that there? Why is there a tennis court there, but no school? Oh, there is a school right there. So let's throw in a little fire station right there just to get some better coverage throughout that area. And then police coverage is solid. Cool. And then schools. We will need another elementary school here. Where's our child care facility? Let's get that close. And let's throw in a park. There we go. That should help with entertainment there as well. So we're missing a lot of entertainment here, but this is our trade school. Wait, when did our trade school hit 5 stars? It never even told me. I mean, that's a good problem to have, that it's there, but it never even mentioned it. Just never mentioned it. So that means I want to pause real quick. And I want to come through and get rid of all these fountains and trading statues. Because we're going to add a new building that's going to give us some decorative value. And that's why we had all of these fountains and statues, was for the decorative value of them. I think that's all of them. So I should now only have 3 buildings here that are part of the trade school. And yeah, perfect. We want to add in, oh, sorry, trade school. We want to add in this one, which is a big, huge building. So we're going to reorganize just a bit here. We're going to move this guy, and I'm trying to think of how I can do this without just tearing up this whole subdivision. The answer is not very easily. So for now, I'm going to cheat a bit. I'm just going to draw myself a road in out here. Like that. And then I'm going to grab this and bring it over here. Because what I can do with this is use that as a spot to temporarily relocate these buildings, and they're still within the university area. There we go. I wanted that one to go there, because what I want to do is put this big squarish one here. I'll just kind of line it up middles best I can. It's 3 to that side. It's 3 to that side. That's pretty much the middle. And then come through here and get rid of that road and that road. Oh, there was a bus lane there. Oops. Bring this in. Get it lined up right there at that intersection. Beautiful. So what we can do then is have this go straight through. And we can just have a weird little thing there, I guess. Sure, why not? I don't think we really need that road. Get rid of that. I said I wasn't going to tear up the subdivision, and what am I doing? Tearing up subdivision. And then here we want to just leave all of this. Again, I got rid of the bus stop, but it looks like it just moved the bus stops for me. They may not make a lot of sense where they are right now, though, so we're going to have to fix that. And then we want to get our final trade school, which is our trade school building. It's a School of Engineering, which will increase all generic zoned industry income, so we'll actually make a little bit of money off of this, while reducing city water consumption and sewage outlets. So they'll poop less, drink less. Sounds good to me. I'm not going to line that one up with the intersection like I did the other one. In fact, I'm going to come back here and change this. So I noticed it kind of lines up better with the building grid. If I go like that way I get my maximum zonable area. So that is our trade school buildings, but let's get rid of this now. Like so. All the way back to there. Cool. And then if we look, our attractiveness nowhere near where it needs to be. So it shouldn't be just 150.
Watch a minute of death.
It's a lot higher than 150. Thank you for the follow, Zito FPS. How you doing? It should be a lot higher than 150. These buildings have way more attractiveness than that. But I don't think they tell me what their numbers are. Yeah, we should have a lot more than 150 right here. This all is still in the same school area, right? Yeah. And we should have way higher than 150. I'm not too thrilled about what it's doing here with the terrain. Not at all. Let me real quick figure out what it did to my bus line. I know it did some weird stuff with the bus line. You can see like we've got 2 stops here now. Let's fix this real fast. So let's move that. Oh man, it's really hard to tell what's coming from where. You just may need to go to the other side of the street. Yeah, I think I need to switch them. That is indeed what I needed to do. Okay, so that fixes that one. But it's still looping back on itself for some reason. Why don't we just get rid of those 2? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, this one's just all kinds of wonky. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're going to have to redo this bus line altogether. Which is number 5. I'm just going to get rid of it and redo it. It's messing up like crazy. Will you get out of the bus menu, please? When did escape stop getting you out of there? Yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled with what it's doing here with the train. Like, this side's fine. But over here, it's kind of sunken down. See if we can't soften that. And if we can't soften it, we'll do something else. Yeah, it's not doing the thing. So if we level to this building, it's just not doing anything. What's going on? Hello? Why are we having issues here? It works fine over here. I guess we had just enough rough terrain on this side that it's just like, nah. So instead, let's grab this and align it to the height of that. Alright, so this and that as well. All to the height of that. And we've still got this lumpy bit. It's because of the houses. There you go, sorry about your house. They're like, hey, there we go. That's better. And then back here, I can live with that little bit. Over here, we are mostly good. We can just do that right there. This one, though, is looking pretty rough on the backside here. So I just want to bring these roads up to its level. And probably this node as well. There we go. And then smooth that off. Cool. And now I've got to figure out why this thinks I only have 150 attractiveness. I don't quite understand that. Let me... It won't. I was hoping it would let me build like 2 of these. 2 of the exact same schools just to see. It might. I don't think it will though. I think you can only have 1 trade school per area. That should definitely be way higher than 150 for those 4 buildings. Wonder if there's something that will tell us. I'm gonna Google something here real quick. Oh god, I just triggered my phone. Shush, go away. Campus building attractiveness score. Yeah, there we go. That is exactly what I want. Perfect. So we have School of Engineering, which, whoops, I can't go over to that other page. School of Engineering, School of Tourism and Travel, and the Police Academy. So I gotta pause again. The School of Engineering, so those have 25, 50, 150. Okay, so they are only 150. And the main building has none, right? Yeah. Wow. Kind of surprised by that. Well, I don't want to increase capacity over here. Ah, keep forgetting I can't go over here. There we go. I do not want to increase capacity over here. So what we'll do instead is we need to put our groundskeeping back in because that does help. So we'll throw him in right there. And that gets us to a whopping 170. Ooh. And then we're gonna, you know, spam fountains and stuff again because why not? First of all, I said I wasn't gonna delete all these buildings. And here we go, we're gonna delete every one of these buildings. Started on commercial around the edge. I just want to be able to see what I'm working with. That should be all commercial gone. A little bit more here. I don't have a problem completely wiping out a neighborhood. Clearly. Through the redevelopment of higher education, man. I have seen where I lived in Missouri, it happened twice in the time I lived there. Once a state college went through, bought up a bunch of land in like kind of a historic residential neighborhood. It was really controversial. They bought up just a ton of land, and then immediately had the city declare all the houses blighted, so they could just start bulldozing some beautiful old houses. They're all smaller houses, but they're all beautiful, and expanded one big huge neighborhood that got it completely eliminated. Just became a new football stadium, while some others became parking lots and some others became actual educational buildings. And then the not a trade school, but it was like a community college that was in the area. They bought up a lot of land from a neighborhood, and again, just bulldozed a bunch of houses. Granted, that area was kind of already run down and had a lot of vacancies, so it wasn't as controversial. But it was still kind of not cool. On the upside, there was like a couple historical buildings. And at least that school, instead of like the nicer ones that were still there, instead of just flattening them, they did pay the money themselves to go ahead and have those moved. So at least they did that. I don't really understand why we didn't bring this block through. Kind of like the longer blocks over here. Alright, so let's spam stuff. And by spam stuff, I mean fountains and statues. So we're going to put one in every corner. Why does this not come all the way up to our collector? We're going to fix that. Because it should come all the way up to our collector. There we go. Nice clean lines. In fact, I'm going to fix this that we took through earlier. There we go. Beautiful clean lines. And every corner is going to get a fountain. So we'll do fountain. Mountain. I'm right on the edge there. I want to make sure we are maximizing what we can zone. And fountain, and then we're going to come through here with the higher end academic statue. And go statue. Statue. Because these are worth the most attractiveness points. Hey!
4 months.
Hey, 4 months indeed. What's up, MQ Bush? How you doing, my dude? What is going on? Thank you so much for the resubscription. I greatly appreciate that. 4 months goes by quick. I mean, you started... Yeah, that makes sense, because it was... I think you found me during the Systemera charity live stream, if I recall correctly. So yeah, that's... Wow. Was that really 4 months ago already? Oof. There, okay. So doing that, we are up to 1070. Now, we can come through and add some of these buildings that don't add student capacity. And if you're wondering why I don't want student capacity, it's because I eventually want to have all 3 university types. And if I just have massive capacity at one, then it takes forever to upgrade the others. Because they're full. You know, they have nowhere to go. I'm gonna actually rethink this. Raisins, what is up, my friend? How you doing? We're gonna do bookstores back in these corners, back here. Like this, and then I'm gonna try to find somewhere there's like a cafeteria or something that I think doesn't add capacity. Must have like skipped right past it. Hello? Oh, it's a statue. That doesn't add. The commencement should add some decorative qualities. Ooh, he's a big boy. Doesn't want to fit anywhere. That's a bit problematic. So what we can do is slide this duder over. Hello, duder. Slide over. There we go. Bring our commencement office in right next to it. Like that. And what are we up to? 1270. Oof. We got the little into bed. Awesome. I haven't talked to... Wow, we had some weird Z fighting going on there. Look at that. Just because I guess the line's just the angle we're at. It's not pretty. Not digging how this campus is turning out, and it's kind of bothering me. There's the library. I thought there was... There's the cafeteria. Cool. So we're going to put a cafeteria here. Another one like back here. And that gets me to 1410. Okay. So now up here around our main building, even though we've got statues right there, we're going to add some more statues. We are going to go for the big dollar boys. Because they give us the most attractiveness per statue. That gets me to 1610. We are almost there. Let's do a couple more of these high-end ones back in these corners. It becomes really unrealistic just to have all these statues and fountains, but I don't know. I'd rather just do a bunch of statues and fountains than have to have buildings are going to add capacity. I don't want buildings that are going to add capacity. We're going to run that to there. We're going to run this around like that, and then hopefully get a nice clean connection here-ish. That'll work. Actually, make that better by doing that, and then if we just kind of wiggle here a bit, we should be able to get rid of that. Yep. And I want a connection here as well. There we go, just to give students a way across campus. Since we've got this spot here, Anarchy says I can do that. Thank you very much. The game says no. Turn on a mod. Works for me. That'll fill in that gap. Mostly. We still have a tiny gap there, but it's mostly taken care of. And then maybe just one back here. Like that. And like that. Just to kind of fill in that area. Yeah, that's fine. Not that they can't just walk around the corner, but whatever. Okay, so we need to put our bus line back in. And we're going to have that go... We'll have it start... We want it to be pretty much servicing these educational buildings. So we don't have a bus line at all over here, or do we? We do. So we've got to stop there, we've got to stop there. We could do a stop like right here. And that should be fine. Because then that's not that far to walk to either stop for a connection. Then have it come just up this way. Actually, let's have it start here. Like this. Come over here. Then to here. And to right there. Then to there. Over here into our bus terminal, so it can indeed transfer there. And then kind of mostly mirror our way back. But instead of doing another stop there, we're going to do a stop here, one here, and one right there. And this was the Victoria Trade School. It's line 5. And if I believe it had a darker blue, I think. We'll go for a darker blue. Yeah, it definitely had a... Oh, we're doing the numbers first, not last. Okay. Boop. There we go. Where's bus line 3 go? Hello, bus line 3, where are you? You're red, I don't see you. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. So that needs a name. We'll have to come up with a name. I don't think this area has a district, though, does it? Let's see. Yeah, this whole area doesn't even have a district. We need to give it a name. So, we can unpause and then figure out what we want to do with our zoning in here. Which it seems like they've already figured it out for us, so never mind. We'll just let them keep doing what they're doing. Sure, why not? Let's get rid of this and make this commercial. And fill this in and this in. And I want houses right up against our school buildings. Even right up against the fountains and everything. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to do all of that. This is going to go and become commercial. Like that. And then we're going to do just a little corner commercial back here. Actually, we'll do all that commercial as well. There we go. I think that's got most of it filled back in. I could do some teeny tiny houses and behind that, but I'm not gonna. I do want to dezone that, get you to go away, and then rezone that. There we go. That way we get larger houses. And they should all be fairly happy. However, we've got this bus line going through with some rather strange combination of buses. For now, we're going to say just biofuel bus, please. Whoops, I wanted to do that here. Just biofuel bus, please. Pretty popular route, though, actually, so we might want to do something bigger than... Yeah, let's do a bendy bus to start with instead of biofuel bus. It's not wanting to do it. There we go. Now it's bendy bus. Each bendy bus holds 80. I think I modified that and made it 80 myself. I don't remember. That chirper hot air balloon is just... It's a little terrifying, to be honest. It really is. That was like they just did a free thing for their 7-year anniversary. I'm listening to the radio. Radio is the best. Yeah, I'm not turning on the radio stations. Where's close to the party? I'm hoping to see one of these new birthday related you know, chirps. They're not tweets, they're chirps. I had to stop and think of it. No idea. But cool, our trade school is doing great. Wow. And making quite a bit of money. I'll take it. We also now have a museum that we can put in town that holds all the trade schools academic works. Once this all fills in, we'll go through and add some nice decorative trees and things like that. What I've done, though, is I've absolutely destroyed my residential demand by deleting all that and then putting it back. So we're kind of waiting on residential demand to make a resurgence. So while we're waiting on that, I am going to go through here and look and see what I want to do. I know that up here I want this to taper back down to low density. I'm almost thinking that I want it to start doing that. Like, this will be my last row of high density stuff right here. So even though we don't have the demand for residential right now, I'm going to go ahead and zone it. And then we're going to meet a few of these commercial demands. What is that building? Oh, those are schools. I really don't want to have commercial right next to a school. Maybe we could do like a commercial nook right here. We'll see what that does with the landscaping. I mean, it's kind of on a funky hill there. And then maybe just a bit more here. And that can be just like service both sides here. That'll keep that commercial really happy because they've got consumers on both sides. And I don't want to run my bus route just yet because I'm not sure where we're going to bring a road down this side just yet. Like, it's too steep, obviously, to bring it off that cliff, but I think I might be able to, like, use this and slope that and bring a road down here to reconnect to all of this. So while we're waiting on demand to bounce back, yeah, this is filling in okay without having... I mean, there are some jagged areas, and we can address that by where we see that it's really jagged, just coming through and cutting off the little back bit. Sorry you left. You're catching up a TV show, dude. You don't ever have to apologize for not being here. How many times am I going to tell you? You have a life. Live your life. We'll just trim a few of those down, and that should get us some buildings that work with the landscape a little bit better. Yeah, that's working a little bit better. At least we don't have, like, you know, the drive-through for the Starbucks here. Or what is this? Ooh, Backwater Burger. God, I could go for a good burger. It looks like Backyard Burgers. It looks just like a Backyard Burgers. Holy crap, I didn't realize that they copied it that closely. Backyard Burgers are good, too. But yeah, so now their drive-thru is it hanging off the side of a hill where people will die and crash into, you know, the fancy boutique. And parking lots, they're slanted, but they're not dangerous. So yeah, that works. We got 2 different ATM buildings. First Skyline Bank, and that one has disappeared already and become something else. It has become, it went from being an ATM to a drugstore. Sure, why not? They're upgrading super quick back here. Look at them go. Is this just really good land value? Ah, yeah, it's good land value. This is so close to the water. Like, look, this back here, even though nothing's developed, already has 2 above average. Just because they're close to the water. I would like to do something to take advantage of this coastline right here. Let's maybe put in a nice pier, fishing pier, and maybe we could get away with some jet ski rentals since this is nice and low down here. Oh man, I'm gonna have to pause because it's doing that thing where the water's flowing so fast that I can't like do anything with it. Alright, how high above the water is this? That's still, even though it's right here at the water's edge, it's still just like unnecessarily miles above the ground. I hate the way shoreline stuff works in this game. Like, why can't that be over here where the shoreline actually is? Because, like, I guess that it's partly in the water, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, these things drive me nuts. They always look so bad, so I never use them. Maybe we'll have just the pier, and that'll be it. Let's look and see if there's anything else that'll work here. Maybe a restaurant pier could work down here. Because at least that I can lower down a little bit. And then maybe just one of these city park piers. It's got to be along the roadside. I don't want to figure out the road yet. It seems like there's some other stuff that is waterside. Like that. But a lot of my stuff's locked again because when I reinstalled Windows, it took it away from the game that I had done all this. See, like, this is have less than 1 money. We did that when we started this city, I thought. I may just use the mod that unlocks these just to get them back. Really thought, yeah, I don't want to put like the Sea Fortress down here. This isn't a touristy area. I just want to make this like just a general nice place to go. Oh, here we go. There's this floating cafe, reach population of 46,000. There's the fishing island. We could maybe do that, though that isn't so much an island as it reaches all the way to the other side. So I guess I'll just do these 2 for now. Get a little road to come down here to them somehow. Let's turn off all of our snap 2s and try to get a road that goes right in front of both of these. That, and then maybe have it come in like that. That works. And then I can come in here and just move it and line this up to the road a little better. And also sink it down so that it's right there by the road. And then do the same thing over here. This one's pretty much where I want it to be. So I'll scooch it that way a little bit. And then bump it down a couple. Whoop, not that far. There we go. And that shouldn't flood. Are they going to complain about not having water? I'll say, they have water. Yeah, they're going to complain about not having water. That's fine. We can just run a water pipe down here, and that'll cover both of them. And then I might want to bring this road here, right in the middle, up like that. There we go. That way that doesn't flood. And then that just gives them a nice little area to go enjoy the waterfront. And the rapids right here, this gets really fast right here. Holy crap. I was never going to be able to get a bridge across there because that side is so much higher. Like, I might be able to get a bridge across here, but I really don't want to have a collector up here. So we may have to just wait and have this kind of meander around and come around or something. I don't really know. But this was never going to be able to have a bridge across off of that collector. It just wasn't going to work. Even over here, this side is so much higher. So we may have to do ferry stops or something. But even then, that's such a huge cliff. Like, we'd have to put the ferry down here and run a road up. Maybe we'll just do a lot of ferries in this town. I don't know. Do we have shipping in this town? I don't think we have ship lanes. We do not have ship lanes in this town. Alright, well, good. That's one less thing we have to worry about. So this is all filling back in slowly but surely. I do have this little area and this little area, but I just don't think I want to do anything with it. I guess we could do some commercial here. And same along over here, since we have quite a bit of commercial demand still. Can those not fill in? Nope. Yeah, that all got filled back in, but are they upgrading? For some reason, it seems like this university city themed buildings never want, the people that live in them never want to go to school, and so they never upgrade. And there's a great deal of irony there. As you would think they would go to school. They're university-themed buildings. But they don't. All my offices are fully upgraded, though. Well, to level 2. They say they're level 3, but that's not possible because... So maybe, is that color? That looks like that color to me. Who knows? Who knows? Good on water. It's getting kind of close on power, so let's go ahead and expand our hydroelectric facility here. Just by a couple. You have water. You have water. You go. Ooh, those are cutting into that hill, and I don't like it. And this map all looks so flat, but then when you actually go and do something on it, it's not. You should be able to soften this out, though, to get rid of this. Or at least make it not so severe. Maybe not. Holy crap. Just like, not having it. Now, let's level it off back this way, then. See if we can't do it from the opposite. Soften here. There we go. More than one ways to accomplish that. More than one ways? More than one ways. That's what I said, and I'm sticking with it. So let's lower this road down to the height of that. It'll make that one building there look kind of funky. Good luck getting in the front door. We'll fix that, see if it builds in a little bit better. Yeah, I think you'd be able to get in the front door there, no problem. Finnick has reverse controls for 5 minutes. Alright. You very carefully do this. I just recently redid all my cables again, and now you're making me pull all my cables back out. I gotta get enough slack. Oh, that just came unplugged. Not unplugged, but out of its thing. What's up, Finnick? How you doing, my dude? Oh, how am I gonna get the keyboard one, though? Keyboard one is really tightly integrated back there. This is tricky. There, I think that's enough slack. That'll do. It'll be way up there, but alright, mouse and keyboard. Oh god, mouse and keyboard upside down. The edge scrolling is gonna be an issue, isn't it? Yeah. Mouse and keyboard upside down. Oh dear lord. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 5 minutes. And the really crappy thing is I was just about to go build some roads. So now I have to try to... Oh, God, this is so sketch. I have to try to build roads. Oh, my God. I'm just... No, no, no. This way. This direction down here. There we go. I want to go down here. Yeah, that's where I want to be. So why is this so hard? And then I want to see that. Oh, God. Oh, I went too far again. I panicked once again and... Oh, God. Fucked it all up. No, this way. So now I got to think not only where my controls are, but what direction it makes the screen go when I go there. Oh, my God. Oh, maybe I was sod instead. There we go. That does work in this game. I need to rotate it a little bit, which that's going to be fun. There we go. Right down like that. Actually, let's look straight down. Ooh, we're getting a bit of a traffic backup right here. Maybe it's going to come and go. I don't know. Alright, so I need to come down here and stay away from the edge. Click my picker mod. Select that road. Then come down here, turn all my snap tubes back on. This is so hard. I'm going to need more caffeine after this. Click that, and then get rid of that. I don't want to see it. Yeah, I don't want to see that. And then come up here. Use two hands on the mouse for some reason. And then click there, and then hope. Oh, no, I need a straight road. Straight road. And then hopefully the guidelines will save me here. So far, so good. Because they're more forgiving of where you put the mouse. Click. And then right click. Connect. Come on, there we go. Nicely done. Connect there, and oh, straight. Go straight. Right. Oh. Why is it so hard to build upside down? There's so much protesting happening in my brain right now. Just stop. You're doing it wrong. Is that going to make a bridge? No. And then let's get this connected. Oops, that is not upside down anymore. There we go. Nick, you just enjoy torturing me, don't you? I'm going to go this way. Quite a long distance. We're just going to do that. There. Alright, like that. And then up. Whoops. Up. 600 and right back down. So that's going to be W. Beautiful. Beautiful. Click. Right click. You know who I haven't seen in a stream in a long time? I have not seen Gina in a long time. I miss her. And boop. There, there. Right click to disconnect that. Nope. Right there. Oh, there. I still need to figure out. Apparently, there's a way to get an alert to go on screen when somebody has redeemed channel points. I can't find an elegant one. Like, I found some, but they're all really crappy. Like, they don't let me use my own animations. They force me to use theirs. And by theirs, almost all of them are, like, some other streamers' stuff. So it's like their branding all over it. And that's not cool. Alright, click that. Come in here. Or, oh, I'm right-clicking back on it. That's why I have the problem. And then here. Oh my god. Look. Just... Oh, good. 5 minutes is up. Stop. And there. And there. Yay! 5 minutes is over. Whew. Let's turn all this back the right way. There we go. Now I can build in peace. So what does our terrain look like here? Clearly we've got a dip right there. So we've got a bit of a dip here. And I don't think it's going to be anything worth worrying about. Bit of a hill right here. Hydrate! Ooh, I'm almost out of water too. I may need to go on the be right back screen real quick. So what was... And a posture check, man. So this over here was to follow this. So I kind of got into what I was trying to avoid on there, it looks like. We are so close to getting our next tile. I'm tempted to just do... Oh, I forgot there was desert on this map. This is where I want to move industry to, is out here over into the Great Nastiness. It's already ugly land anyway. The Great Nastiness. And then we'll use trains to get our workers back and forth. So we'll just have like a big industrial area over here. Are we gonna even do an airport out this way, I bet. Though, I don't know. How flat is this? It isn't. Ooh. This whole map is just a challenge. I like this, though. That's really pretty. That would be a nice place for the nature reserve. Just right there. Have some camping sites down, like flatten like this little bit down here. And then have some hilltop stuff. That could be really nice. Obviously that's not going to be able to connect there. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do next. Or where I want to go next. We are starting to get some residential demand back, though, so I'm going to go ahead and immediately sap that. I want to see my school availability. We've got schools there. We could probably do with just one more elementary school up here. And that is some prime real estate for a school, though. Right up on the hilltop. Maybe we try to get it down here in this area instead. And it doesn't want to fit anywhere. What about this little smaller one? Oof. Well, maybe we won't have a school there. So, how do I want to connect all of this? Because obviously, we need to be a bit more respectful of the topography, because that really starts climbing really fast. And if we continue along the course we have right now, we're just going to get a lot of this ugliness, where we've got like these big dips and the assets like lead over to the edge, and I don't like that. I think it looks ugly. But what lends itself to this terrain? We could do some grading. And I would like to see that again. Like maybe bring this all to one level. Is that not the level? Oh, it's softened. My bad. Bring all of this here to just one level. And then up here, do this level. Along there, but then that starts encroaching on that down that end. So, yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's undo all that. This looks so... It doesn't look like it's that steep until you just get back here and actually deal with it. This would be the perfect place to have a road come down and across if it weren't for the fact that over there was just, bam, so high. We definitely need to get a road down here, and I'm thinking that this right here, like right by that, if I grade that off, I could just come right into that one. Just one nice, big, smooth shot. Let's see if we can make that happen real quick. So we're going to bring that down to there. We're going to say this is the height that we want to go to. We're going to start back here and just bring that around. Makes a big, ugly fill here in the middle, but that's not something we have to worry about at the moment. Just give it several passes here. Just to give ourselves a nice wide area to bring this road down. There we go. And then hopefully I can just do a nice smooth road right up. Yeah, that's beautiful. But then what we're left with is the ugly sides that I've created here. For that, we're going to get our soften terrain tool, bring our brush size up considerably, and just soften out this hill. We're going to do weird things to our fence. And we're going to soften this side just a bit. I want to keep that cliff on that edge. I just like the way it looks. There we go. And then how steep is this? Am I going to be able to do anything with this land, or is this just going to be lost land? It's going to be pretty tricky to do anything with it. So if we come in here, terraforming is not my strong suit, if you can't tell. Could level this all off. Back there and have just a big cliff on that side? I don't know. And then soften between these two. That at least gets us some usable land out of this. Not a lot. But we can maybe then bring a road in like here now. And be able to do something with it. I don't know that we need the collector to go there, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Whoops. And we'll go like right to there and around. Make sure that's not too terribly steep. It's kind of bumpy. Like it could be better. And we can make it better. We come in here with our slope tool. Yeah, see, it's a 1% grade, 11% grade, 0.7% grade. So boom, make it a 3.6 all the way across. And how's my traffic doing? How do you pronounce that? I don't even know. What? You have an unpronounceable name. My traffic's doing pretty good. We've been keeping up with it. We can check it. At least it was doing pretty good. We're at 89% in a city of 33,000. Mass transit is responsible for that. We've got a couple of areas, like, you can call you Ape. Okay, I'll do Ape. Sounds good. Like, over here by our bus hub gets a little busy just because of all the buses that are coming here. But we've dropped down to 83, back up to 86. So 80s, it's not bad. And it literally hinges on if we get a lot of buses coming in and out of here at the same time. That's when we see it drop down. Other than that, we're doing all right. Not a very big city yet, though. we've got collectors out here for people to be able to zoom across, and then probably a bit too many connections off of our collectors, to be honest, but whatever. It works. It's all functioning. We've got our buried railroad line, and that helps a lot so that when trains do come through, they're going over, and the train's never having to cause traffic problems. There is a blue balloon. This is from the birthday update, the free update this week. It's a chirpy balloon. Because they gave us this new chirper balloon tours and the new... You can't really see him. Hold on. I gotta pause to be able to come over here and do this. Turn off the overlays. There you can see him a little bit better. A birthday hat chirper. He's kind of cool. So he blends in. There we go. Now you can see him. Yep. They added chirper balloon tours. Apparently it has 0 visitors. So sad. So that's just an empty balloon flying above. Oh, it's not empty. It's full of plastic people. I think the people in here always look very plastic when you're up close. Well, okay. Why did the camera go that way? Now it's going that way. Oh, dear Lord, things are happening. You know what? This balloon basket is a lot bigger than I thought. Just by looking at it. I don't know what's up with the camera why it does that. This is kind of a nice view of the city, isn't it? I kind of dig this. I've never gone on the first-person camera on the hot air balloons before. So slow it all down to normal speed. This is a nice view of the city. Just here, what, about 150, 200 feet, maybe? I dig it. Granted, we're not looking at the most attractive part of the city right now, but still. We had a bird friend say hello there for a minute. Kind of cool. Let me turn my overlay back on. Boop. There we go. And speed time back up. So our next milestone is 34,000. We are almost there. We're like 949 people, 951 people away from it. I was kind of wanting the stuff I had to upgrade, but it looks like nearly all of it has, except for, again, these university city buildings. I just never want to... It's education. I guarantee you I'm going to click education. Yep. There it is. They just don't go to school. They just don't. Like, this dude that's like a block and a half away from the school hasn't gone to school. None of them go to high school. And it's always the houses that you do in the University City theme. Which is a freaking theme you download and pay for from Paradox. But they never go to school. I don't understand it. I really, really don't. I don't think I have the mod that lets me inspect to see what their values are. Yeah, I don't. That's just a vehicle option, so it doesn't do anything for me. So I don't know. I don't get why these buildings never ever want to go to school. But I just think they look nice out by a school because what is happening here, dude? Clean up your garbage. Hey. 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 What is all that trash? Who lives here? Who lives here? Hemlock residence. Oh, he just went in. It's some old dude. They all have it. They've all just got crap laying outside their house. What in the world? They've all just got a junk pile back there. I've never noticed that before. I mainly do it because I think that the commercial buildings look better. for being around. Vapor Vibes for being around a school. Catfish Cafe. You go there to be deceived. School doing fine? School's doing great. School's making a lot of money. School's making 2/3 of our city's revenue right now. That's kind of scary. Because we could go broke once that goes over. I guess we'll go ahead and zone up here. Again, being careful of where we zone. Like, we can get away with a house there, but not there. We could probably do a small area there. Is the campus DLC worth it? I like it a lot. I like campus and parks both. Just don't want to get too close to this edge. I have such a hard time remembering how many DLCs there has been and hasn't been that it's like next to impossible for me to like list off my favorites. And then we'll just leave that side alone. Obviously, you can't zone there because that is a dangerous, deadly cliff. Oh yeah, we're trying to figure out schooling over here, but we decided that this is all too valuable real estate to do schools. So this is all going to be just residential throughout here. Probably have to do some selective stuff over there. Just so we don't get weird, lumpy stuff. I don't want weird, lumpy stuff. And we might not zone anything right in there either. I think the same thing will happen. We can go down here. Up to there. And then we could probably do house there and be fine, but I think I'm gonna leave this whole area. Well, we can do like one there. That'll be fine. And then up here, this should all be fine. Except for right there, that kind of goes over the cliff's edge. By the way, guys, if you're a fan of Cities Skylines, but you don't own it yet, it is currently free on the Epic Game Store. Which is kind of cool. It doesn't come with any DLC, I don't believe, but the DLCs go on sale all the time. So if you're interested in trying out Cities Skylines, free is a very good price, yes. So even if you've just got like a mild interest in the game and you've been wanting to see what it's all about, you can at least play in the vanilla base game and get a feel for if you like it or not, and then, you know, you can decide maybe later on down the road you want to get some DLCs. We're not going to do anything at all back here. We could probably do, like, a little house right there. But all of this, you can do a house here, one here, maybe even one in that corner, but that and that's too steep. Do one there, one here, and one there, and one there, and one there. But a lot of this is just too steep to build on. Which I'm okay with. We'll go through and we'll do something to decorate that area up. I don't know what just yet, but we'll do something. I wouldn't mind having a couple little shops right down here by the water's edge. Let's see if they build out in a way that doesn't look horrific. Just because we have these leisure destinations right by it, it kind of is a nice fit to have some shops right by them. Yeah, they built all right without building too, or messing up the terrain too bad. Yeah, they look okay. Granted, it's all fast food stuff. But whatever. Yeah, free, excellent price. So I'm going to let this run for a minute. One thing I wanted to check, though, I can't remember if disasters are on. They are, okay. Dynamic weather is not, though. That's the other thing I was wanting to check. I'm going to let this run at normal speed. We're going to kind of like, let's go up here to this hillside community that we just built. And I am going to be right back. I need to get some more water and another Dr. Pepper. So I will be back in about, give me about 2 minutes. It's me, the MCV. Thank you so much for the raid. You must have raided like as I went to the be right back screen looking at it, the timestamps. Thank you, and welcome. Welcome. What is up, Random TVS? How you doing? Thank you for the follow. You're gonna go download Star Valley. Very cool. We're just slowly expanding our city. I just looked. I can't like. Oh, okay. I went out to the kitchen. I'm like, and my dad's already set all the clocks ahead out there. You never changed it for just chatting the cities. You're playing cities. Nice. My dad's already set the clocks for it out there. I'm like, it's 10:30. I've been live for 3 hours already. Okay, and then I come back in here. It's 9:30. I'm like, there's no way I've been live for 3 hours already. 2 hours I can believe, but 3 no. I like my little hilltop community up here. This is nice. It needs a park though. I think I might take some of this land for a park. We'll just doing. They're so big. I don't want. Let's do a dog park. That should fit nice. Yeah, that fits nicely up here. There we go. Oh, I have the hiccups just to give these guys some entertainment value up here. If you're having a good time in a stream and you're enjoying the game you're playing, it goes by really, really fast. I love the new parks. Thanks, Mayor. Thanks, Eliza, who is all the way over here at the edge of the map. How did you find out that I've built a park? Also, why is everybody just gray? And why are you here? What are you waiting on? Are you waiting on a bus? What are you waiting on? So, this is kind of like seeing behind the curtain. Out here at the edge of your city, this is where all the traffic spawns. People who are waiting for buses. There you go. So they all just got on an intercity bus. People who are waiting to catch a bus, they're all just standing at the edge of your map. They don't just drive onto the map in a full bus. But people are walking in the highway. It's great. And then where your trains are, I don't have any train routes yet. So there's nobody standing here, but you'll have tons of people standing here. to get on the train to come into your town. We don't have a train station yet. We need to think about that. We have a space we could do it, probably right here. We could probably get a train station in here. Like, curve this collector around and connect there. That's an idea. Or we could do it on this side, since we're kind of on this grid anyway. Idea as well. I still don't know what to do back here. Oh, you don't have water. I'm so sorry. Let's fix that. Let's get these people their water so that they can flush their toilets and take showers. Just connect here as well. Ding! It was actually the playing games with people, so you don't have to try to talk to yourself as much. Yeah, playing with viewers makes it a lot easier. And multiplayer games make it a lot easier. So this is really rough, hilly terrain, but I think that we've zoned it in such a way that it works. In fact, I wish I had an area right here that was like 3. Because if I put one here, it's going to sit at a weird slant. Maybe we can do like that. See what we get. And if it looks stupid, we'll just dezone it and they'll, you know, not get to live there anymore. But nobody's backyards are falling off of cliffs, which is always good. You know, we do have some lumpy and bumpy shrubs, but whatever. Who said shrubs have to be perfectly straight? And that person is just... I don't know what they're talking about. Even this one that's set into the side of the hill is okay. So yeah, just if you do some thoughtful... You're going to head off and lay down for a bit? Alright, don't forget to set your clock ahead if you're in the US. This is the day. We're springing forward. My fence does kind of stop being as useful as it was, so maybe we fix the fence a bit, because that looks pretty trash. There we go. Picker mod, come on. Okay, apparently that fence is over there, even though it's clearly not, but whatever. Let's turn off all of our snap 2s. They were off because of the water earlier. And bring this closer to the back edge of these properties right here. There we go, and then get it to come around this corner or like that. And then connected there. It makes a kind of a funky connection, but I think it'll be alright. And that looks a little better. At least we don't have it dipping down a huge drop anymore. Alright, there's nothing to keep somebody from just jumping that fence and still running down the little thing. Interesting fact is that heart attacks go about 13... Yes, they do. Because people have trouble adjusting to time changes. Yeah, I dig this. Even though it's a lumpy, bumpy community, I think it works with the terrain and not against it. And I kind of like the tiered effect. Kind of hard to see because of all the trees, but we can see it from there. Kind of like it, just as it rises up. What I do want to do is get rid of trees that are growing out of the cliffs. Looks a little silly. We'll go through and add some trees back in. Just get all of that. I'm okay with these because they're actually hiding some of the nonsense that's happening. What tree is that? That's one of our content creator trees. I think Stardew Valley's done. Go forth in Stardew. Let's just, whoa, that's huge. And let's just fill in this gap. Make it nice and highly flammable. I'm going to do the same in all these little gaps in between all this. I don't want it to, I don't want them on. Actually, I think I do kind of want them on these cliffs here just to hide these. So let's go single brush. See, instantly that ugliness disappears because you just can't even see it anymore. So just some dense foliage will hide those elevation changes nicely. I love how the trees move. Yeah, I dig it. Especially these new ones from the content creator pack. Like, they look really good. Just really, really good. However, what we've done is guarantee that, you know, should these trees become diseased, that the neighborhood is going to lose all their trees. Because they're all just one single species. So let's see, what tree species is this? Well, let me click it to find out. Oh well. What other species do we have over here? Is it just all oaks? It's just all oaks. I kind of like to blend with what the map is using, but man, they're just using the same tree over and over again. And then over here, it's still just all oaks. Is that the only tree on this map is oak? Obviously, out here in the desert, there's just these little guys, but we don't want to use the desert trees. We want to use the trees that are kind of growing in this area. So I guess it's just going to be a bunch of oaks. Alright, so be it. Let's continue hiding some of this. This also creates... Okay, what happened? There we go. This also creates some nice screening between the homes. So, you know, they actually have some privacy from each other. They're just not looking into each other's back windows. Let's get rid of these that are growing out of this hillside. Whoops. There we go. I don't know about you, but I don't know that I've ever seen trees that are growing on a cliff. Now somebody's gonna throw a link in chat with a tree glowing. Why do I keep trying to say glowing? Growing out of a cliff. And back to oak. And it's not wanting to fill this in very well, so I'm going to have to go through and manually place them one by one. That's fine. Ding, ding, ding. End of academic school year. What academic school year ends in November? Every school I've ever gone to, the school year ends like May. And then we're going to come along here to the inside of the fence and line this really nice. So that, again, the people who live, like, down below aren't, because they're in high rises, that way they're not able to just look into the backyards or the windows on the back side of these people's houses. Probably even get some in between a lot of these houses and just really make this place, you know, give them shade trees and just make it look like a really nice, cozy, comfy place to live. I'm gonna bring some along the road here. I like living in an area with lots of trees, and where I live we have a lot of trees. Oh, there we go. Let's go there. I almost wonder if I shouldn't do like a path down through here or something. dense. Instead, I want it to be forested. Oh, yeah, look at that. That looks beautiful. We'll run some right down through here. Right there on that little flat spot. I think that's looking pretty good. Like, from down here at this edge, it just looks like a forest. But then when you get up here in it, there's actually just these beautiful tree-filled neighborhoods. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it a lot. So let's continue filling this in. I mean, we're waiting on the buildings in the city to upgrade anyway, so we may as well make the most of this time. And I like that we've got the trees in between all the houses, so I want to kind of keep that going. Just so we've got really clear separation between all the lots. I think it looks good. And it kind of reminds me, like I said, that where I live, we have a lot of trees. Not so many in between the houses, which I kind of wish we did. But definitely behind. Like, my backyard is trees. Just trees. And then the road, like there's a row of houses behind us. And then across the street from them is a forest. An actual forest. It's kind of nice. Especially on a windy day, hearing the wind rustle through the treetops. Oh, very nice. So we'll do... Okay, here's the thing. If I put these big, dense oaks here, that's going to block their view of the water. And you would tend to think that these people had paid a premium for their property for those river views. So maybe we just be a little more selective with it and kind of define some property lines with our trees. That way we preserve their individual sight lines out, but we're not completely blocking the view. Yeah, this works. Though some of these are a little more tricky than others. Yeah, that works. That gives us the feeling of having the trees around everywhere without blocking our sight lines. So let's fill in behind here in our flat areas and right alongside this road, right by the fence again, wherever it will let me. Sometimes we're colliding with the fence. Kind of tricky to get this in here. Go fill this area in. Trying to keep the trunks from growing out of the cliff. There we go. It's worth it to take your time and do detailing in Cities Skylines. I don't do it so much in my YouTube series just because the videos get long enough as they are. But in my live streams, I like to kind of chill and just, you know, plop down a few thousand trees. You one right there on the corner, make you feel really secluded in that little house. There we go. That just like hides that little house completely. So even though this is the suburbs, it all feels really nice. Cool. And we'll do the same thing here. This is more of a commercial area though, so I don't know that we really need to really isolate them from each other on the sides, but we will fill this in a little better. Again, just to try to mask that elevation change a little bit. And give, you know, some people some nice shaded parking so their car steering wheel isn't a bajillion degrees when they get in it. And there's always that coveted parking spot in a parking lot that's right by the trees. But I never take it because I don't want birds crapping on my car. Not that I have a car right now. I just sold it. I miss it. But credit score jumped up 72 points, paying off all my debts. So, it was worth it. And now I have spare parts to build an extra computer. Thus, the little fundraiser thing that's at the bottom. I fully intend on coming up with all that money myself. But if anybody wants to chip in, for Mother's Day, I'm going to take some of my extra parts and hopefully build my mom a new computer. Her old laptop's just not keeping up with all the stuff she likes to do. So I'm going to take a bunch of my old parts and give them to her. It'll be a massive upgrade for her. You may be thinking, wow, generous, old parts for mom. When I say old, they're not old. It's like we're talking like an i7 8700K with a GTX 1060 that she's going to get. So it's not a, you know, garbage that I'm handing down to mom. Cool. We still don't have any residential demand, though. Wow, that is, you just like, most of your views up there is just trees. It just looks like a tree-lined hill. I like that. I like that that feels really secluded. And these people here, you know, they didn't pay for the river views. Only these people did. And these people here. They paid to live in, you know, an area that's going to get wiped out by a wildfire at some point. Probably very soon, because that's the way Cities Skylines goes. Though we haven't... Have we had a fire yet? Like a big one? Yeah, I've seen a couple little buildings catch on fire, but nothing big. And surprisingly, our flammability is not all that bad. Out here in the industrial area could really use a fire station. We'll give them one there. Other than that, we're looking pretty good for fire coverage. A little rough over here, but again, now that we've got this connection, when we build the services over here, it should help up there. Alright, so what we don't have is any bus routes covering any of this. So let's think about where we could do a bus line. And I think we could run down this road, then kind of up through the hills, and then back down and around. And that would work. We're going to start one. Do I want to have it connect over here, though, to our hub? We've got... Do we have another spot remaining? We don't. So this one's not going to connect to the hub, because this hub only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I guess we have 6 bus lines. We do. What's this bus line 3? It really needs a name. We're going to call this 3 Elizabeth to, whoops, to Industry Park. Industry Park. That's kind of what that is back there, is an industry park. At least it has a name. I like naming my bus lines. So yeah, let's think about how we want this one to go. So if it starts here, then it could come back up like into here, up to here, meander through here, come back up and around here, and then dip back down and mirror itself. But I'd probably want to stop down here by these guys too. Right, this cap doesn't want to let go. There we go. So, yeah, let's do that. Kind of make some stops to mirror these that we have. We'll come down around. Let's go there. And then come up here. We'll have one stop like right in there, and then we won't have to mirror that one coming back out. And then we'll go up here. It's kind of hard to see where the road is, but we'll get it. to right there, and then to right here. And then I think I can get it to go into there and turn around. Yeah. And then we'll just mirror those so that you can catch the bus going back in the other direction. So you don't have to wait for it to go through the whole line. This will be called 8 Dean Hills, and we'll give it a nice tree-inspired color. Kind of like... that works. I guess oaks actually are kind of a darker green. There we go. Cool. Speaking of buses, I never went back and checked our ridership. Oh my gosh, 710 people. Holy cow, it's keeping up though. Look at that. It's doing well. In fact, do we even need this many buses on this line? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. 457 on this one. It is a little full there. Oh, and it's not keeping up there. So the biofuel bus, not good enough for this line. So it's supposed to be bendy buses. Let's remove that and throw in 2 bendy buses. That'll get us a little more capacity, I think. Or does that have the same as the biofuel bus? I think it said 80 on the biofuel bus. So we might have to go to super bendy buses on this one as well. How many does a double-decker hold? 75. Articulated airport. We don't want our airport buses out here. So 75 for a biofuel. Bendy bus 80. So it gets 5 more people. Yeah, the only thing I could do would be to throw the super bendy bus on it, which those hold 125 each. So we'll do that and come back and revisit with them in a minute. Bus line 6. Again, it doesn't look like regular buses are keeping up with it, but I bet if we switch it to biofuel buses and get that extra, 15 passengers per bus, we would probably be able to clean that all up. So we're going to do that on that line. That was number 6. Our number 1 line, also very busy. We basically got 3 buses worth of people here waiting. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to switch it to biofuel. Get 15 more passengers per bus across 10 buses. So that gives us an extra 150 capacity on the route. It'll take a minute for that to happen, though. That was bus line number 10. This line is doing fine. In fact, none of these are even half full. Well, I guess they're a little over half. What does a minibus hold? Only 20. So that would probably be pushing it to put anything smaller on here. I don't like doing the school buses because it just looks silly to have school buses running around as a regular bus line. So I guess we'll just leave that one alone and we'll leave it at 100%. Even though I think I could probably drop that down to 8 buses and be okay. Well, we'll leave it alone for now. And then this line has they're getting a few buses that are half full and completely full. So like that one should probably fill up. That one is full. So that's fine. And then our brand new line, I didn't choose one particular bus, and that was my fault. We're going to put just regular buses on there, which I think will be fine. And now we'll go back through and verify whether or not our changes are... Oh, hey, we got to 34,000. Nice. That gets us ships, which we don't have any shipping lanes, universal education, university paths, and some better sewage treatment, which is a good thing. What was the first one that we changed? I think it was this one. Yeah, we had to change this to super bendy buses, and they haven't had a chance to really circulate through just yet, so we're going to give them that chance. We're going to leave them alone. We are going to buy a new tile because we have $27 million sitting in the bank, and that's just kind of ridiculous. I wish I had something out here, though, already unlocked. So I do want to redo like all my utilities and everything out that way. But for now, let's kind of reinvestigate what we're doing here. So I want to get in. I want to change my sewage out because what we have right now are these eco inland water plants. They can do 60,000 cubic meters per week, but these can do 160,000. But these also take up pretty much the space that two of those do and don't fit nicely into my city blocks anywhere. Ooh, so maybe we can't change to those. Yeah, they don't fit in, and I really don't want to just start ripping out roads. So never mind, we're going to keep the one we had. What else did we get, though? That's really it. The football stadium and cargo harbors. We can't reuse the harbors. There are no shipping lines at all in this city, on this map. Alright, speed things back up. So our next milestone is 46,000, which will get helicopters, another tile, more stuff we can't use, more stuff I don't care to use. Yeah, nothing really exciting coming anytime soon. I would like to do an airport, though. And I'm wondering... This is flat enough, I think, that we could do an airport over here. But we don't have a whole lot of tourism coming to this city just yet, do we? No, our attractiveness is really low. I haven't really done any tourist-style buildings, I don't think. Just one. We've done that, the city arch. That's our only thing that we've done for tourists. While we're sitting here, I just realized we don't have... Oh no, I lost all my forest brushes. I thought those backed up. Oof. We want the oak tree. Wait, what's it called? Is it called just oak tree? I think it's called something else. Live oak. Okay, that's what we want. I want a forest brush with the live oak only. There we go. We are going to call that... This city needs a better name. I don't even know how to say this city's name. Portes? Ports? Who knows? But we're going to do that. We're going to edit. I want to... There we go. I'm going to bring the strength way up. So what I want to do is come in here and fill in just little gaps between properties with trees. It won't put a ton of them down, but we'll get some. And then up by that roundabout especially, that's the main thing that I saw. I'm like, this is just kind of bare. Let's bump that way, way up. See if we can't get some more in here. It doesn't look like there's all that many gaps to really put trees. Let's go back over this with the strength all the way up now. We're getting a few. Fill in right there. Same thing over here. Even by our university, like back here and back here. No, there's something to put any in. Okay. Right there. And all of this, but this is pretty densely packed in buildings, so we probably, yeah, we're not getting... Now that's a little bit better. We still need to do something to the university just to make it a little bit better. Hey, remember me talking about this being a really flammable community? Yeah, it's already burned down. We've just got some trees just gently burning in the background. But we don't have any air firefighting yet. The helicopters, they're just not there. Yeah, highly, highly flammable for hillside that we've constructed here. People in this house very nervous. The tree next door is on fire. There we go. That is some interesting architecture on that house, isn't it? How the hell do you even use that door? There's a door right there. Oh, there's stairs. Okay, never mind. I'm like, how do you use that door? Where's their front door, though? Like, there's a... Is that their front door? It's kind of rather unattractive entrance to your house. So all that work I did to put trees in, kind of lost. I'm guessing we have a big unemployment crisis. Yeah, because we got a big demand for jobs. So let's give them another little commercial node over here. Actually, let's do a little office park right here. Right close to the water's edge. That should fill in nice and quick. And that'll help a little bit with that demand. And then down here, we'll do offices right in this corner, but then we're going to expand this commercial corridor. Make a very big shopping district here. And then this should take care of our unemployment problem pretty damn quick. That's a lot of jobs we just added. Office, commercial, all of it. What's our education? 91% through elementary. Only 75% through high school, but our coverage isn't the best. So we don't have a whole lot of residential out here, do we? We have some... Oh, I did 2 elementaries. I meant for one of these to be a high school. My bad. That's supposed to be a high school. Which isn't going to fit now. Okay. There we go. I thought that was... let's actually face it towards the tennis courts. There we go. That should help our high school capacity out. Yeah. And then we've got 68% of our students that have graduated from our trade school. Soon we'll be in a position where we'll need to start building another campus area, and we'll be able to do the liberal arts college. I'm thinking it will go maybe either down over here or out over this direction. So I want to look at my natural resources. We've got oil out here in the desert. And I may even just manually add ore. But I'm thinking our farming and our forestry make more sense to go over here. Simply because this is not farmland. This is just, I mean, there's a few patches of green, but you're not going to farm over here. You're just not. This is just all oil. Every bit of this. This is just crying out for oil industry over here. Granted, we don't have any tiles out over here yet. This looks like it'd be a nice place for an ore industry. There's a lot of ore right here. Good highway access. The railroad will be a bit of an issue, but we can build bridges up and over that. That's not that big of a deal. Why does that look like that? It looks really strange. Why is it sitting so proud of the terrain? Like it's an actual... Oh, hello. It's just got like this weird box around it. I don't think I've ever noticed that before in any other build. I wonder what's going on with that. Is that like a terrain problem? I did not mean to put a tree there. There we go. And can I soften this and make that not do that? Nope, that's just how it is. It's really weird. It kind of isn't... It's not... like here, it just blends. I've never... Maybe it's because that's outside of city limits? No, because it starts doing it right here. It's so weird. It's almost like it's slightly elevated. Like, if I use move it on this, will that make it better? Let's see. No, it takes all the surrounding terrain with it. That's so bizarre. I've never seen this happen on any other map before. So we may just rebuild all those rail lines because I don't like that look. But anyways, once we expand out this way, we can do an ore industry over here. Where was that? Click the button, Brendan. So here, granted, that'll give these guys not the best view anymore. Oil over this way, but I think we can do farming and forestry over here. How I would get rail line over here, though, for cargo is a whole other question. We could probably create a spur off of here eventually once we get this tile. Just bring it across the highway and back in that way. Yeah, that would be easy enough. And then just merge it in. There is a rail line right here. Kind of hard to see in this view. But there is a rail line right here. And we can just, like, create a spur off and come back in here. But I'd really like to use this land for an airport as well, because out over this way, I want to do some touristy things on the water. Or by the water. Like, I really want to bring my density back up over here. Speaking of water, did I just not give you guys water pipes? Is that the problem? I'm sorry. I have had that very bad habit tonight. There you go. All better. Oh my god, this hill is on fire again. Man, when I said I was making it flammable, I wasn't kidding. Holy crap. That's your screenshot right there, isn't it? Just the hill burning. Did you see the park ad of the magazine? Advertisement campaign. Nobody cares. But the hillside's on fire. Oh, it's spreading down into the town now, too. Oof. These fire trucks are being kept busy. Oh, big oof. Okay, so if I want an airport out here, and I want industry out here, and I want tourism out here. So tourism, industry. That means I've got to cram an airport into this area. I mean, that would be nice because then we'll have a, we could do cargo airport out this way. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I want to go about this. And we could even do another highway entrance here for the industry, and it could go onto that side as well. I would like to have another exit, like right here, that just goes this direction. I don't think this side of the city. I think that one will serve it fine. But I would love to have another exit that kind of goes off this way. Which, getting this side connected, no big deal. Getting this side connected with all these houses right here, problematic. So we may have to, like, have the city buy out this couple blocks to be able to get something in there. And by buy out, I mean click them and delete them. And oh my god, this is on fire too. Your entertainment value is kind of low. I guess it wouldn't be very entertaining to be in this park while it burns. Those piers are up so high. What useless piers are those? Whoops. Okay, well, we got to replace the chessboard now. Because I don't think we have a disaster recovery building yet. We don't. So we just got to rebuild that. Alright. It's alright. We were planning on upgrading this anyway. So now's as good a time as any to buy back stuff that's collapsing. Are the bathrooms in the gift shop going to go? It's bathrooms and cafe. Yep, there goes the bathrooms. Because the fire trucks can't get back here. So these just either burn or the rain will put them out. Those are your choices. Let's empty this cemetery. So to stop making that ugly green icon. Come on, burn down. Get it over with. Just 3 water towers in a row. Oh my god, how long does it take you to burn down? Not operating. Gee, I wonder why. Where is the fire brigade? This building will burn to the ground if nothing is done. There it goes. The fire brigade doesn't know how to walk down paths with their fire hose, unfortunately, in Cities Skylines. So that just happens. So we'll put our cafe back in. We'll put our restrooms back in. And then we will expand and add a couple of gazebos. Like one down here on this corner. That's all it took to upgrade. Okay, cool. And then we'll throw in a climbing frame. Like right here. And then we'll check and see. We need a few more amenities to get it to its next upgrade. So we'll do another gazebo there and another gazebo there. Okay, we are at a 5-star. Nice. I'd like this to be able to fit here, so I'm just going to pretend that it does. We're going to use our key. And that's fine. I'm good with this park just being that and nothing else. It's making us about $900 a week, so that's kind of cool. And it's just a nice, simple little park. I don't want to put too many trees in it, but we definitely need to come through here and do some sort of landscaping because it's kind of barren right now. But I'll worry about that later. I want to think about this with the airport situation. Because, man, it's going to be tough to get a runway in here. Like, I guess I could run the runway diagonally. Like that. But then if I have any high-density buildings over there, that's going to be a problem. Or I could have them land coming in this way and taxi back up that way. Let's see what we can do with an airport. Let's go off of... Let's start it here. That way it's level to that. Because this does level all the terrain. Which is quickly revealing itself to not be anywhere near as flat as I thought. Kind of been a theme on this map. And now let's look at it from this perspective. I don't want to go too far this way. So I do want to have city reach over there. Boy, it does not like it when you go outside of the lines. Outside of the city limits. Just a little bit more this way. And then I can even bring it up to the highway's edge here, as long as I don't get too close to all of this and cause massive terrain issues. So, oh my god, look how much higher that is. This looks so flat just to look at it. Like, look at that. It does. Yeah, you can see there's some terrain changes there, but it doesn't look like it's that stark. Just to kind of glance at it. But man, that's a huge difference. And then over to about here on this side. Oh my gosh, we've got our work cut out for us to get this all to work in.
Got
nice.
him! I got him!
Phoenix, coming in with a raiding party of 11. What is up? Welcome, Raiders. How you doing, guys? It is the Phoenix Swarm. Are you still in your subathon, Phoenix? Or is that done? I know I saw you mention it on Twitter, but can't remember if it's done or not. But welcome! Welcome, everybody. How's it going? Skyfall, Phoenix, Central, Piglouver, Bunny. Everybody's here. Phoenix brought all the cool kids with him. Wow. We're currently obliterating the terrain to make an airport area because it flattens everything. This is the Hemlock Airport. Not sure we're going to stick with that name. But what I thought was really nice flat land clearly is not, because, yeah, we have that now. Need to post something on Twitter about sub goals. You got to wear a green screen shirt next week. Ah, you're going to be invisible. So your subathon is still good. Guys, if you are not already following Phoenix, please, 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 please make sure you are doing so. I think that this button still works, except it doesn't realize that you're here yet. Thanks, Stream Deck. Thank you. But I'll do another shout out. Bunny, take care. I'm glad you at least stopped by. But look. I fixed it, and now it knows what game you were playing. Both bots know what game you were playing. It doesn't just say it was playing SDK Phoenix anymore. Oh my god, this terrain difference is so bad. Alright, we gotta fix that before we do anything else. We're gonna come in here with a fairly large brush. Vborg, what's up? And we are just gonna go around this perimeter and soften this back out. Cities give you a headache? I love this game. There's so much to manage. I've always loved city builders. Like, ever since the original SimCity back, like, you know, on MS-DOS, I have loved city builder games. And Cities Skylines did such a good job of picking up where EA left off with SimCity, because the last SimCity was just, well, we've talked about it enough. It was garbage. It was just a big pile of stink. There we go. We have smoothed off this terrain, made it a bit more workable for the future. The transition from the airport area down. I mean, there's still obviously a huge hill there, but it's not insurmountable now. Where's the Vborg Memorial Highway? One that's just a loop with only on-ramps? I've yet to figure out how to do that. Like, because you've got to get traffic onto it. So I don't know how I would, like... I've yet to figure out how to make it work. Because you want to get traffic onto it and actually get them to use it in a meaningful way, but also just get stuck in the hell of always being on an on-ramp. So this airport presents a lot of problems. So I want an industry area over here. I want more city and tourism along the water. But my highway access runs smack dab to the middle of the airport. So we're going to have something or some way for this road to still get out to these other areas, but also still have room for all of the airport. And I'm just not really sure how this is going to work. I'm a bit stumped. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a road in here. That does not look straight, but it says it is. Are you truly going gaily forward? You are. Okay. Well, why are you... That's an odd place to turn around, but okay. Sure, you can do that. That's fine by me. Why would you even come over here if there's nothing over here? Oh, because I'm forcing them to. Good reason. If they exit, I'm making them turn right. Okay, all right. Fair reason. And then I'm making them turn right here as well and go back through the roundabout. So how do I get an airport in this space, but still have connectivity to both sides? Man. Let's see if this space over here to the side is long enough for a runway. Where's... area. Taxi stands. Create an airport area and build an airport terminal. I gotta put the terminal down first? That's dumb. Let's go with the modern style this time. We always do the ultra modern. Let's do something different. I'm just gonna plop this down for now, just so it lets me put a runway in. Because that's gonna be the tricky bit, because the runway is gonna be what blocks a lot of this. I could always just do the runway down here at the very end and then just have a massive long taxiway, but then how are the cars going to get across? Tunnel underneath? I mean, there are a lot of airports where the airport was built up and the roadways do go under them. I don't remember where it was, but when I was a teenager, we actually drove by an airport. And we were on the interstate, and like as we're coming down, just up on an overpass, like they built overpasses. There's just a massive freaking 747 taxiing across, and it was really cool looking. Unfortunately, you can't build these as bridges. These don't work as bridges. So these have to be on the ground. So we'll have to tunnel underneath. How long does a runway have to be? It doesn't have to be super long, though I don't want just a short little runway. But we might have to live with a short little runway. So 3,000 is the shortest we can get away with, and that's short. That's super short. I don't have my other airports unlocked for comparison. When do I unlock those? 70,000 people. Oof. That's just really a short run. Man. Yeah, what is with these that they never want to let you bulldoze them? I don't quite understand why it's... Well, I destroyed something. What am I... What? What's happening? I'll select it with move it and be done with it this way. And delete. There we go. Now it's gone. So what if we brought it in at an angle, like we were talking about? Nope. And then we could get a longer runway. At least it looks better. That'll work. Start it. Let's try to go off of some guidelines that are down here. Let's go there. Bring that out. Just 6,000. At least double what we were gonna have. I could fit an airport into this corner. It's not gonna be super big, but I could do it. Because what I can do is have, once we get some upgrades, there's this terminal. Once I get it to level 2, these concourse hubs can just sit out on their own, and all you gotta do is connect a metro between the two, and they'll function. So I could still have some gates on this side, and then we'll have gates on this side as well. So yeah, this will work. I can make this work. It'll be fine. Trust me. What's going to be tricky is getting the taxiways in. I'm just going to go ahead and connect like that. Now I'd want them to come into here, and then another set. This is all just for spacing at the moment. to help me have a better idea. So if I went straight along like that, that would be right about where this building needs to sit. I wish these buildings snapped to the roads, but they don't. So let's put this about here. I could put it just right up here. Just like bam, right there. I'm gonna connect my roads to it. Yeah, I know you don't have water. Hold on. Water. So that is one tile away there. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from that intersection. So let's see what this looks like when I connect roads here. Where is that 2-lane with a bus lane? There it is. We'll start with our elevated one. See what we can do with that. Ooh. Ugh. Hideous. There. And then slope that off some. Slope tool. Go from there to there. That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. And then, can I get this road to come out now? Oh, anarchy's on. I don't want anarchy. So I'd almost rather bring these into one road. Like, have this go a little bit longer down, have this come down to it, and then bring one road out. I think that's the better idea. So maybe we move this down a little bit. I'm going to keep it right about one tile width away. And that's pretty damn close to one tile. Let's turn our grid on. That works. Cool. And then let's bring this out straight. 10 tiles. And then bring it in at a 90 right here. And then see if we can't get this to connect right here. See, it wants to bend way out and away like that. I don't like that. This looks dumb. I don't like it at all. Well then, maybe the answer is instead of using that terminal, we use this terminal. Because it just has one level on the ground. And we'll set it a little farther back. Well, they're happy about that. And then that's just a regular two-way street. Wanted that to be 4 tiles back. Not quite, so I want it to be right there. No, a little more. No, a little more. It's almost exact. Getting there. Ooh, it just needs to go a pixel that way. There we go, and then just a little more this way and a little that way. Being very particular with this because I want it to be just right. I don't want to have to redo stuff later. That looks pretty damn good. Okay, so this is just now regular streets, so that's good. We can just come in here with regular streets. And I'm going to go out 10, out 10. And I'm probably going to convert this to a one-way. And we'll go out 5, About 4 actually. Right there. That should. Oh, hello. So it should make a nice connection, but it's not wanting to. Making a weird corner, but I'll live with a weird corner. Whatever. And there to there. Yeah, I think this would be better as a one-way road. Right in there, out there. Though it does have the crosswalk, so that might be fine. Alright, build an aircraft stand. Yeah. It's probably going to be a thing that we build and then wind up deleting the whole thing to rebuild it later and better. So I need concourse. We can probably get away with a little bit that way. And we'll go out just to this direction. 200, I guess it is. And then we'll throw in... The only thing we have so far are small aircraft stands. Where are the aircraft stands? There they are. So I want to be able to get them connected up properly. I know you don't have water. It's so sad, isn't it? We got one more on there. A little cramped, but... And then water's not a big deal. We'll just come up here and go under... Actually, let's go under the building. There we go. And then connect all of this to the taxiways. So there, and right there. That works for that. And then we'll just bring this in. Where our two nodes intersect right there. Well, we've already got people ready to go. Look at that. Holy cow. There's a lot of people like, we're ready to fly out of this city. And that gets us a functional airport. Granted, we don't have our attractiveness score at all that we need. But that's easy enough to deal with. Decorative buildings. There we go. Decorative buildings. We can throw in a couple of these hotels for now. And that gets us to 80. I don't think we have any hangars yet, do we? No. Just have parked planes, so I'll put, like, some parked planes over here.
I'd gladly watch a minute.
Merciful, thank you for the
Every
follow.
time.
How you doing? Welcome to the Vainglorious. We'll just swap between these. I don't know what the difference between them is, but there's 3 of them, so we're going to use them all. There we go. It's just the props. There's different planes, too. They've got different different props there. So that gets us to 160. Just to cheese it for now, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw down another hotel, and that should get us there. Yep. So now we just got to get our passenger count. But we currently have no active flights. That will change over time. Hopefully. I'm sitting here staring at it, thinking, you're gonna give me active flights, right? So what I'll probably do once this thing gets upgraded to level 3 is just rip all this out and rebuild it with better buildings. But for now, we've got ourselves a nice little airport. Granted, there's no mass transit out here. Like, there's no bus route out here. So let's give them an express bus from our hub, even though we don't really have... Can I create a new line right here? Can't. All these stands are full. Which route is getting has the least number of buses on it? So I don't want to create a traffic jam of buses. Get rid of that. Go here and take a look and see by vehicle count. You have no buses. Why? Why do these two lines have no buses on them? Really? Biofuel buses have to have a biofuel bus depot? I thought they had fixed that. I thought that a biofuel bus could spawn from a regular bus depot now. Obviously not. And where do they spawn from? The other one anyway. Yeah, look at that. They're still coming out of the regular depot. I just had to put in the biofuel bus depot. That's annoying. Okay, well, that's going to really help out our bus system. To actually have, you know, buses on some of the lines. I'm wondering if this shouldn't be a bus-only road. Though then that could cause problems for these guys. If anything, making this a one-way road would help. At least going that way. Poppin', thank you. Thank you. And hello, Merciful. How's it going? It's a small city. On my live streams, I like to build slow. And let things upgrade and have it all be healthy. So I've got a one-way... This one here. And I think that'll help because the cars can have this side. The only thing is... We've got to go in here with Traffic Manager. And let them make lefts and rights out of both lanes, which seems counterintuitive. Well, hello, Big Chirper Balloon. You guys download the birthday freebies that came out last week. Chirper Balloon Tours is a thing that you get. Just every once in a while, a giant bluebird flies over your city. Well, I'm glad you like the city. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was just a small little update. Let me bring up Steam here. And also capture this. So, birthday patch. Added Chirper Balloon Tours building, the hot air balloon. Some birthday-related Chirper hat, which is the one I have on. And some birthday-related chirps and some bug fixes. But I haven't noticed any of the chirps yet.
I gladly watch him
let me get rid of the overlay there. There you go. You can see him in his little birthday hat. Thank you for following, Mick Poppin. I appreciate it. And you just changed how your chirper looks by clicking on the little gear, and then you've got all the different hats from your DLCs and stuff. There's quite a few to choose from, but I figured I'd put it on the birthday one. But I haven't seen any birthday-related chirps, so I guess they're pretty infrequent. But yeah, see, nothing there is birthday related. That really helped that traffic by giving that a dedicated bus lane and dedicated car lane. That helped a lot. Okay, so now the question was, which line has the least buses on it? And it's our dark blue line. So that is where we can run from here. I want it to go here and create a new line. Let me create a new line, please. There we go, and all we want to do is have that come out here, stop in front of the airport, and come back. Eventually, this will get its own dedicated airport. Whoa, we reached level 2, nice. It'll get its own dedicated airport bus terminal. But for now, we don't have, actually, we may have just unlocked that building. I may be able to do it right now. Did we just unlock that? Transit. Yeah, we've got the airport bus station and we've got the elevated metro station. I guess we already had the bus station. I did not realize that. Okay, so let's extend this a little bit and see if we can fit. I don't know that we'll be able to fit this bus station in, though. That's the only thing. It might be a little too close to the road. We'll see. We'll just go ahead and bump this way down here like that. And go back into eventually finding the right thing. Oh, it's too close to the road. Wait, look. You can go on that side, but you can't go on that side? What? Is it because this road's in the way? Look, it's fine. You can connect to that fine. Yeah, we're gonna cheat. We're gonna come in here, unlock this road, and then come into our roads tool, use our picker mod, grab that, and wha-bam! Now that's a better place for the buses to come in. So instead of having them create a traffic jam down here, we are going to grab that bus stop and have them go right there. And that connects to the terminal, so we're good there. So we need some medium plane stands now. Which for now, again, I'm just kind of building it to get my stuff upgraded. We'll make it pretty later and make it make more sense later. For now, I just want to get capacity through here. That's the name of the game right now at the moment. So we'll go like that, and hopefully like that. Cool. And then this is not going to connect anywhere nicely, is it? So we'll go here. Right where that goes out. And then we'll try to come in parallel here as best we can. It's pretty good. Again, it's not perfect, but it'll work. We've got to get this thing up to 1,000 attractiveness. Oof. Big oof. How many active flights do we have? We've got 20 active flights. Granted, we're not making any money yet because you don't make money till level 3 when you can actually start your own airline. But look how busy it is out here. Like, there's just planes coming and going, cars coming and going. That's what this city needed, was an airport. I dig it. What I don't dig is that we don't have the right buses on the airport bus line. This is going to be 9 airport shuttle. And then we're going to make that like a nice red color, bright red. We're going to do that, and then we're going to come into this line and choose just a double-decker airport bus. We don't have a whole lot of people wanting to utilize it right now. So 75 passengers per bus, more than enough. And then those will actually be like airport themed. Like they've got the jet on the side of them. Come here. So they actually have, and they say Airport Express. It says Airport Express on the front of the bus. It's kind of nice. And it's just a shuttle back and forth. Surprisingly, a lot of people walking out of the airport right now to come get on the bus. No, wait, where are these? Why are they walking? Oh, because they're coming down here to these medium stands. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, so we've got to get this thing up in attractiveness because we're getting passengers in pretty quick. We're already almost halfway to our next passenger goal. So let's think. How do we want to accomplish this to get our attractiveness? You know, I think the old tried and true, just spam a bunch of decorative buildings for now and make it look pretty later is gonna, you know, really work out for us. Put one of those in. Let's get an air traffic control tower in, because those give us some attractiveness as well. Let's get it right there so you can see the whole show. No, he doesn't have water. Bless his heart. Air traffic control guys can't use their bathroom. There you go. Alright, so that got us to 420. My child. And we'll put like just a bunch of these back here for now. These don't have to be connected to anything. I do need water, but we're just going to spam them back there. We'll even put some hangers back here. Again, these are going to go away eventually. These are just sitting here to satisfy the beauty score. And we will run some water out there. There you go. And that got us to 900. So to finish it off, we're just going to throw in another luxury hotel right there. Please don't judge the randomness of all this. This is going to look better. Once it's at a level 3, we'll rip it all down and make it better. Really, that's not... That didn't get me to 1,000. Fine. Have another crappy one. Is that at 1,000? Yes, 1,020. And we're only 1,500 people away. So we're going to get to rebuild this airport again very, very soon. Because we've got quite a few active flights coming through here. Which is surprising because our city of attractiveness is only 35%. We only have 184 tourists wanting to come in every week. So it's not really all that many people. But look at that. We're almost there. And literally, as soon as we hit 5,000 and we get to level 3, we're pausing. We're tearing down the whole airport. We're starting over. Because then I have everything unlocked and I can do what I want to do. And not have to worry about anything else. Almost there. 58 more passengers and we're good. And with 24 active flights, we should hit it any second now. There we go. Level 3 airport. That took all of, what, half an hour? Alright, cool. Let's pause. And now, tear down the entire airport. And make it better. Why are those deleting in halves? We are going to make it better. I know I just deleted the bus line. Whatever. We're also deleting the terminal. And they're like, hey, we don't have a terminal anymore. I know. You also don't exist anymore. Why are you not deleting? What's it deleting? Come on. There you go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That. What is happening? You know what? There's a better way to do this. Move it. Marquee select. And done. And then I can just delete these useless taxiways. Cool. And all these people are like, there was an airport here a minute ago. Look at all these cars. Okay. So let's rethink the layout. Because we've got some constraints that we have to deal with. And if we look at it from this view, this highlights it. We've got really good land over here for farm and forestry. We want a city over here with tourism up here. And of course, we'll have a shuttle going from there to there. We're also going to eventually make a spur off of this railroad line. It's hard to see, but there's a railroad right here. It's going to come in, serve industry, and the cargo airport, which will go down here. But I don't want to isolate these two areas from each other. So we're going to have to find a way to get connectivity from side to side, which I think we're just going to have to tunnel and go under the airport. Very expensive, but airports are often a problem to deal with in real life. So we're going to expand out our airport and worry about the connectivity later. So I know I want to have terminal this side, and this is always a pain in the butt to get it to work because none of these buildings snap to the grid. So you kind of have to like eyeball it. I usually like find a straight line and try to see if it's straight. Like what I'm using is that subway terminal that runs into there and trying to see if it's lined up to the edge of this taxiway. And it's just really hard to do because the construction cost banner gets in the way. Looks like it could be a little straighter. Oh, and then it just decided to do that. Thanks, game. That looks pretty good. So if I plop this dude, like, right here-ish, like back in this corner, Then where can I build off of it? Can I go straight this way? Okay, I need some guidelines. So let's throw in some dirt roads that are aligned to these taxiways. Once I find the dirt roads, there they are. There we go. That'll at least give me some guidelines to work with. I see that's not quite straight, I don't think. This is the part that drives me insane, is getting this to all look right. Slope too steep? Where is there even a slope there? That looks pretty good there. So 3190 that direction at 104 degrees. So, alright, fine. Slope too steep. Whatever. Let's just expand this out a little bit, flatten that out, and then we'll deal with the terrain later. Alright, cool. What was this? 3190 at 104 degrees. So there's our 3190. There is... that's 106, 105, 104. So that's about as straight as I'm going to get that. And it looks okay. It's not bad. It works. So delete that. And then I want to put my large plane stands over here. Not cargo. I want my large guys over here. I'm going to put them right... I think I can get 3 each side, maybe even 4. Wow, did you see how happy everybody over there was about that? Not going to be when they see how much noise this thing makes. So I can get that there, and then right where it pops out. So there, there, and there. And now I can build my taxiways proper. Why is that elevated? Ooh, that's going to be a problem. See, it's not quite straight. It's just ever so slightly off. Also, that terrain is going to cause me problems. You watch. So I want this. Yep. That's never going to connect. It's always... these cannot have a slope. So why does that... why is that like that? Why did you let me build that on a slope, you mean, horrible, rotten game? I wonder... move it, solve this problem? And align these all to that height? Oh. Okay. Cool. Move it might have been the solution. I think a lot of airports are like that, where they're kind of isolated out. Like your big international flights are kind of off, and then like your regional flights, and then like your national flights are kind of like in their own little separate areas of the airport. Most of the airports I've ever been to are that way. And that's what we're going to do here, is kind of create our own little sections. It's not straight, but at least it's flat now. So, what I want to do here is get rid of all of this, come back in, because I want each of these to have their own way in, like so. It really irritates me that this isn't straight. And then there, and then across here will be their way out. But halfway up, so what is halfway in between here? So 780, so 350, 390, which is not going to be a 390. Oh, there is a 390. Okay, cool. And then that there, and then that across. That way, these planes can come back out and leave without having to be in the way of those. Not quite straight, but whatever. What are you complaining about? Terminal required. Yeah, we're working on it. And then on this other side, let's think of how we want to do this to make it actually work. We could use this modern large terminal because, and this is what I'm thinking, we could, so if it's sitting here-ish, I'll move that in a second. We could run a terminal down off of this way for like our local flights and then off this way for our national flights. So I could probably even get that closer over there to the taxiway because no, I need room for the plane stands and that extra little bit. So I once again need to try to line this up a little bit better with the actual taxiway. So we'll try to eyeball it here. At least we can see an edge this time. And I want to get it as close to perfectly straight on this as I can, just to save us problems later. And let's put it about here. I think I can work with that. Maybe even a little closer this way. Those small plane stands are not very big, so let's move it more this way. That should work. Let's see what we get. I guess that's going to be the determinant factor here. So I want to go this way and that way. And then I want this side to come up this way. So getting these back here going to be kind of interesting, and also getting them back out going to be kind of interesting. To where they can go all the way back down there to take off. But oh, I accidentally unpaused the game. I didn't want to do that. I want to leave it paused because the airport's broken right now. Okay. And what I'm hoping to do is get that bus terminal in up here. But man, that's really close to the road. And it's going to block my ability to get any cars to these dudes. So maybe we'll have to like straighten this right here and put the bus terminal there. Or I could just skip the bus terminal. I mean, these have bus lanes and taxi lanes on them, so maybe we can just skip them all together. That's an option. And not worry about the bus terminal. So bring this down there, and we'll keep the nice angular look. And to there, and then we need to flip this around. There we go. Now, the bridge is going to be a bit more problematic, I think. We need to bring that to, like, here. And down, but man, that's going to be really steep, but that's okay. We have ways of changing its slope. Same thing here, and then down, but that does not want to go to 90. Why not? Why don't you want to be 90 degrees? If I go right there, there we go. Alright, cool. So let's flip this one around and go the right way. Right now, it is that's just horrible. No bus in the world is getting up that ramp. But now we come in with our sloped road tool. Go from here to there. See, that's a 19% grade. Boom, now it's 4% grade. And here, is this road not straight? it just an optical illusion, or is that really not straight? It doesn't look straight. But the grid tells me that it is. So, okay, well, we'll just believe the grid. So we want to slope from here to, whoops, from here to here. 14% on that end, and now just 3%. So it leaves us a lot of space to do some fun things out here in the middle. Namely being something that doesn't really give us any attractiveness. Where is it? Miscellaneous? Ah, miscellaneous. The... Oh, that doesn't fit. I thought that would fit. Well, we can put the airline headquarters right here. And now we can have, in our airport tab, airline, our own airline, and start making money. Do we want that right in front of the airport, though? I think the answer is no. I think I want that somewhere else. That doesn't do anything for attractiveness, does it? No. Okay. So, let's get some more plane stands connected and try to do this. I may even do my smaller planes back here. Will my medium plane stands fit up here in the way I want them to? Hello? Be on this side of the building, please? Ooh, not really. Even the small boys are going to have a problem. Let's go right off the middle here. I'm not going to be able to get very many medium ones in, is the only issue around the backside. Not without some reconfiguring. Hey, teen, what is up? This is an awful lot of small stands back here, but nothing else really fits. And I'm just using the edge of one, using that dark line and lining them up. Current project is a brand new airport, and then once I get this done, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. Alright, so now to be able to make these connections cleanly, I have to bulldoze all of this. And we're going to come... Just going to cheese that a little bit. And then in... These are all of their ways in to their stands. Problem is, I don't know if we're gonna... Yeah, we'll be able to get them out. Okay. So let's connect all the outs real quick. There we go. And then we can finish our ends. Ooh, that was ugly. Can't quite get that to the right guideline. There. Like that, and like that, and then that can just go at a weird angle. That's fine. So that gets us a bunch of small plane stands. Clearly this thing is not straight, because look at how that comes slowly away from there. Really irritates me. I really wish the airports had some better guidelines to get things nice and lined up. Because it just bugs me how difficult it is to get this all nice and neat. Can we do our water lines? Ooh, I just realized a problem. Oh, never mind. Okay, good. This does have a metro in it. I'm like, this doesn't have a metro in it, but it does. Because that's going to be the only way we can get people over there is to have a metro pinging back and forth. Okay, water. Crisis averted. So let's go like here, right at the edge of the building and connect there, right to the center, edge of the building, connect there, and then we will, oh god, I screwed that up. Looks awful. Let's try that again. Let's go, there are no guidelines, so let's just kind of eyeball it. There we go, that's better. And then down like that, and down like that. Cool. And then we'll just shoot out here, across to here, into this building. Like so. And that'll get all of that watered. Now I've got to try to figure out how to get medium planes back here. And get enough of them that it's useful. So here's our medium aircraft stand. Let's... Where does that go there? So about out there's my limit. So let's see how far I can go this way with it instead. And then one, and can I get away with one more right there? Ooh, that's gonna be really close. But I think I'm okay with it. I think this will work. That is a ton. We are like a regional carrier at this airport with some international flights and some national flights. That's kind of what we've just done here. Alright, now getting these to come in is going to be a trick. Actually, no. That's not going to work. It's going to have to go like here. Yeah. Like that. Like that. And then across. And then this one to go in there. And this one to go in there. And then we'll have this come out. And we got to get them to come in across this way. That gets them in, and then we got to get them out to where they can go take off. Which, that's just too close. Let's do this. Wait, that's not going to work, because that's going to... Oh, man, how am I going to get them out of here? How am I going to get these poor planes back out of here? I also just realized that this should be going that way. They should be going in here and out that way. This side's fine. But this is going the wrong direction. They need to go... Yeah, this needs to go that way. Because they want to go back down here so they can take off. Yeah. So that means these all need to flip around. So that solves this problem of where they're going to go to take off. They're just going to come over here and connect to that. There. So that should have everybody connected and with water. The only thing is now I gotta get a metro between these two dudes. Otherwise, that other side will not be able to get passengers at all. So we are just going to run a metro straight, like, to about there. I'm gonna come in here with our freeform tool, bring this around to, like, there, and then hopefully get a nice, clean connection with the curved road tool, and then we are just gonna have a metro that pings back and forth between those. That's gonna be called the airport shuttle, and we are going to make it the Airport Express Metro. So I should be able to unpause, and now I just need to go find these bus stops I deleted earlier. There it is. And drag it. Which one says departures and which one says arrivals? Because you would think, okay, you must be lagging bad. Stream keeps cutting out. Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames. I did a little while ago, but it's pretty fine right now. So where would the buses go? Arrivals or departures? Seems like they would really go both. But it'd be silly just to send it back around again. Like, have it looping. Seems like that would be... So you would want the one coming from the city to be departures. And we currently have it on arrivals. So let's move that up here. And you would want your arrivals to go then back over there again. But then not come here again. But there's no way to make the buses do that. Make them stop here, or like pick up here and drop off there. It's just not a thing you can do with the game. So maybe we do make it loop. I mean, it seems kind of silly to do, but they drop people off, swing back around, pick up the people wanting to go in the city, and then head out. That does make them turn left across the other buses, but whatever. So, we no longer meet our attractiveness score. We're back down to a level 1 airport, but we have level 3 airport stuff. So, not bad. Not bad. But we've got the basics of an airport in. And it leaves us enough room down here that we can still get a cargo airport. And we'll be able to function off of that taxiway and this taxiway for the cargo airport. We do have a bit of landscaping that we have to deal with. But what I want to do on this backside real quick is just go through and put in some decoration. If I can remember where they are. There they are. Let's do, not cargo, I want, yeah, a large parked plane. We're just going to park them up against the terminal, make them look like they're planes that are here. I only have the 2 variations? Okay. Do that there. We're going to stick a fuel depot back here. I'm going to line it up to the building and then move it back. I'm going to bump it right to there. And then over here in this area, I think would be a good place to put some hangars. So let's line those up and then move them back away off of it. Just a little bit so that there's clearance for the jets to actually get through. Do a couple hangars, and then just so we get double benefit on decoration out of them, I'm going to come in here, and with Anarchy turned on, I'm going to park some planes in here. I want it to stay facing that way, though. It just won't, so whatever, we'll have it face that way. So we'll do 2 medium parked planes, put them inside the hangars, and that just kind of makes it look authentic. And then to make it look like this is all connected, I don't know what airports you go to. Every airport I've ever been to is just concrete everywhere. There's not a lot of grass. So we'll just paint all of this in. As best we can. And over there, I don't know why I made the noise for that. So we need air traffic control, which would make sense to maybe have it right here, dead center. And that will also help with our attractiveness. So let's see if that will snap there. It does beautifully and might even leave me enough space to get in, yeah, a couple lounges right here. Oh, I've got Anarchy on, so maybe that wasn't enough space. Let's turn that off. Let's make sure that can really go there then. Yeah, it can. Okay. So do that, but I don't think I'm going to get lounges in there. No, space already occupied. I'd like to have some lounges, though. Put a couple back here. Like that. They're not going to fit up there. Some people are complaining about water. I can solve that problem. There you go. So that gets us to a 780 without doing any of the hotels yet, or any of the other stuff. So we shouldn't have too much trouble getting this back up to the 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever it needs to be at. Interestingly enough, it did also reset our passenger count when we went back down. But look, we've got 35 active flights now, which is pretty freaking impressive. And we should even start seeing some, some big boys. Okay, he's just drunk. That's just a medium. We haven't seen any of the big dudes yet, have we? Okay, these are all just medium ones, and why are they cutting through like that? Did I screw up the... No, they're just wanting to cut through for some weird reason. So we might not see the level 3 until we hit... Oh no, never mind. We're getting big boys even though we're not at level 3. Cool. So we're back at our passenger count. We just need to get a few more pretty things in here to get us to level 3 again. So maybe we can just do a couple more fuel depots. Like so. We're going to have to fix the terrain back there. And then for now, even though this isn't going to be where they stay, we'll just throw in some hotels just to get us back. So we'll do our luxury hotel here, and then we'll do our more budget-oriented hotels here on this edge. And the last thing I want to check is, yeah, good. The noise does not bleed over into that neighborhood. Awesome. There we go. We're back at a level 3 airport. Everything's fine and dandy, and I didn't have to pay for any of these expensive policies. Right now, our attractiveness is barely above 1,000, so I can only bump my ticket prices up a little bit and still stay at a level 3 airport. But as we add more decoration in, we'll be able to bump those ticket prices up even more, so that hopefully, eventually, our weekly income exceeds our expenses, so that we're making money off the airport. Because right now, it's losing money. But we've got 80% outgoing, 20% incoming, and there we go. We just jumped up quite a bit. Only 31% of our seats are currently being used. It's because there's not a lot of tourist attraction in town. However, building this airport took us from 35% to 46% and nearly doubled our number of tourists just because we have an airport. So that's not bad, and it fits into that corner nicely. We'll be able to get a cargo airport down here and hopefully still get a road that goes across that doesn't have to tunnel. But I'm going to leave it there. I did go a little bit long tonight because I started a little bit late. I'm very pleased with how the airport has turned out. What do you guys think about it? I think it looks pretty fantastic. We're just going to sit here and watch the planes land and take off and switch over to this screen. Let me find our raid target for tonight. We just raided One Last Midnight, and he's the only person I have online right now that we normally raid. So maybe instead we just go find another Cities Skylines player. Maybe somebody who doesn't have very many viewers. Let me see what we can find here. Oh, you know what? Yep. We are going to go say hello to somebody we've never raided before. Killa Monster playing Cities Skylines. It's Max Disaster turned on. He's got traffic despawning turned off. So he is playing true hard mode over here. And he's got support for Ukraine going. So I can get behind all of that. So let me find my raid button on my laptop. Go drop his name in there. Never been to this channel before, so, you know, I don't know what we're in for. But it looks pretty good. So there we go. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you're not already. That way you get announcements of live streams, videos, and other nonsense that I post from time to time. And come subscribe over on YouTube, where I have a Cities Skylines series going right now, along with other games. And wow, that plane just took off straight up. That was scary. And make sure you're hanging out with us on the Vainglorious Discord server. There are your raid emotes, so you can drop them on Kill a Monster once we get over there. I will be back online live. I might try to get a stream in tomorrow afternoon, but if not, for certain on... Ooh, that was lightning strike. On Thursday night. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thanks again for all the new followers, and let's go say hi to a new friend. Have a great night, everybody.